Hello, 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 and welcome to another Volume 1 Community Live. Ow! Got a very fun show planned for you today. I am by myself. You're stuck with me. Mehgan is putting together some stuff for tomorrow. All right, enough with the applause. Mehgan is putting some stuff together for tomorrow because we have a very exciting day planned. We're going to be going to the One Piece live action fan celebration, I believe it's called. Yeah, super exciting stuff. Let me just make sure everything is working. What's good, everybody? What's good? Austin Long, A Beautiful Lie, Kevin, Test. Yeah, man. So we're cosplaying tomorrow, and I'll reveal who we're going to be cosplaying as, but we're getting some cosplay together last minute and kind of planning that video out. So for those of you who don't know, in certain areas, they're going to be screening the first episode to fans who were able to get tickets. I believe general admission has been sold out for a while, but the tickets were free at the time, so we got them while we could. There's supposed to be like photo ops. There's supposed to be a lot of stuff there. It says doors are open from 6 to 8. We're planning on streaming the event or as much of it as we can, but I don't know. I really don't know how it's gonna all go down, if that makes sense. Because I imagine that there's going to be a line, and I don't even know what the seating situation is going to be like. It's in Santa Monica, I believe. Are they going to project it? Are they going to project the episode on an inflatable, what do they call those things? Like inflatable screen? Movies in the park? I don't know. Is it going to be in a theater? I don't know. So there's a lot of like unknown variables that we're going to have to like figure out. So we're going to do our best to stream, kind of show you guys like what is there, what the event has to offer. And then I imagine we'll have to get in line and wait to be sat. But we should be able to see the first episode tomorrow. Isn't that freaking crazy, dude? We're going to see the first episode of the One Piece live action anime tomorrow. That's freaking wild, dude. Oh, shitty. What else about that event? Yeah. And we're going to try our best to put a video out ASAP. So the plan as it stands right now is going to this event, streaming it if we can, watching the episode, hopefully talking to some people after the screening is over, right? I think that'll be interesting. I wonder, how many people would be down to kind of talk for a bit. Just because I think outside perspectives on other fans' reception towards the live action would be super interesting, and we want to cut that together to be part of the video that we release. So we're going to try to come back the next day, get up bright and early, record a video about what we saw. I can't imagine that there will be any sort of NDA or anything like that, because similar to the Netflix booth that was at Anime Expo, like, I don't think they mind or care if people talk about it, because that's such a hard thing to regulate, to have this huge fan event and to have all these people. I mean, like, some people don't have anything to lose. They'll post it on their story. They'll post it, wherever. So I can't imagine that they're going to tell people not to talk about it. Early reviews are already out. I don't know when like the embargo officially drops, but early reviews, one specifically that we're going to look at today from MovieWeb, is already out. They can't give details, but they gave kind of like their impressions without giving too much away. And spoiler alert, it sounds good. Everything's good, looking good. So yeah, we're going to try to get that up on, the event's Thursday, record it Friday, get it up Saturday. That's the goal. We're going to be hustling to make that happen. We also got, some interesting, an interesting potential interview. We were reached out to by the PR firm for the DP of the first 2 episodes. And they asked us if we'd be interested in talking to them about their work on the show. And we said, heck yeah, dude. We haven't heard anything back, so we'll see about that. But that would be awesome as well. So a lot of One Piece live action content coming up, and a lot of things we're super excited for. So we're going to be talking about all that. We're going to be looking at like the new trailer or behind the scenes footage, and there's a bunch of new pictures. As you can see from the thumbnail, the Den Mushies, the transponder snails, have finally made their appearance. And I just got to say it, dude. I got to say it. Let me get my Zoom ready. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. I was wrong. Shocker, dude.
Bro, lost for real.
And I'll admit it, dude. I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong. And I was wrong. Because I had said for the longest time that the Den Mushi, I was using the Mary as sort of my barometer, my gauge. And since they went kind of hyper realistic with it, I kind of imagined that what they would do is make the Den Mushi, the transponder snails, actual like kind of phones, right, in the shape of snails, but that they wouldn't be alive. I thought that would just like blend more and translate better to live action. I am happy to be wrong though. The pictures dropped today. They look awesome. They look a little scary. They look a little creepy. But I think a big ass snail in real life is going to look a little scary, going to look a little creepy. I think they look really cool. We got to see, I think, Axan Morgan's transponder snail, and we see Garp and Garp's snail. So we'll look at all that, the pictures, like I said, the behind-the-scenes footage, some new posters. We're just going to be going through it, and then we'll save some time towards the end like we do to go through the community live section of our Discord, kind of pop around the web, kind of pop around, see what's happening, all right, well, let me scroll up here. I think I saw our first member comment. Let's go, Quattro.
Your kitchen.
Freaking love Quattro, dude. It's my first day of graduate school. But sadly, I'll miss most of the stream. Hope everyone has a great day, and I hope this class doesn't put me to sleep. Shout out Quattro. You could probably afford to catch a couple of Z's. Your first day, meaning maybe this is the first day of the last year that you'll be in graduate school. At the beginning of the year, bro, take a snooze. If this is like middle of the year, you got midterms coming up, you got a big final coming up, you need to be wide awake. Get on some of that prime. But if it's the beginning of the year, snooze. Take a little siesta. Shout out Quattro, though. What's a Den Tushy? More like a Den pussy, am I right? Just kidding. Megan's not here to keep me in check today. So I'm gonna be off the rails. I'm gonna be a little off the rails, but we love it. All right. So before we hop into everything, I got some stuff queued up. We got to get to the business, the housekeeping, if you will. So give me 1 second to cue this up. If you don't know, we recently released, our new JoJo's Bizarre Adventure inspired merch. It's a design that I put together myself. I'm very, very excited about, very happy about. Love the way it turned out. It's called the Go Beyond collection. Okay, we got the shirts, 2 colors right here. We got that color, more of a white color, ash to be more specific. I am like so happy with the way these turned out. I did order one of these shirts for myself already. Hopefully it comes pretty soon. Got the sweaters right here. We even tried to throw it on some shorts. Never done that before. We got some gray shorts, white shorts, and stickers, hoodies, all that. So the link is in the description below. Just got to shout that out. Again, it's a design I'm super happy with, and wanted to share it with you guys just in case you weren't able to see it for yourself. So check it out. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me the housekeeping. There's another not really on topic thing that I wanted to mention, but we'll get to it later. It's just something I have to address. I was attacked. Not really, but I was attacked online. And, it's just been floating around on the internet, and I haven't said anything about it. And I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to show it to you. And we're going to go through it together. Because I deserve to have a voice, a dog in this fight. But we'll leave that there. All right, so let me pull up. Oh, this is actually on topic, and this is awesome too. We were like tagged in this on Twitter. Now, we were keeping it close to our chest for a long time, but now that the embargo is close to being dropped on the One Piece live action, we can finally talk about it. Yes, your theories have been confirmed. Me and Mehgan are in fact in the One Piece live action. Just kidding. This is not us at all. But someone was like, Josh and Mehgan in the background? What the heck? You guys are in it. You guys made it. And it does look so much like us. I think this looks more like Mehgan than it does look like me. But come on, dude. This is a little bit uncanny. I think we know. I think we know what they were trying to do here. I mean, of all the combinations of all different kinds of people, you choose these two people, these two actors. I heard on the what's it called? Not the call sheet. I heard on the call sheet these background actors right here were referred to as podcast member 1 and podcast member 2. So I think that that's even another nail in the coffin that this was intended to be us. This was our shout out. Just kidding. But come on, dude, it's uncanny. It's uncanny. Am I right or am I wrong?
Bro, lost for real.
Just thought that was super funny. Let me go back to the chat real quick because we got, just want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. We got spicy kimchi. Let's go gifting. One Volume 1 podcast membership. It went to Doran Ross Tuvia. Shout out Spicy Kimchi. Let's go. Welcome to the family, Doran. Jonathan R saying it is uncanny. Now, what I would like to pose to you guys is that, this is just season 1. And we could potentially, maybe these actors, maybe this is the exposure that they need to go off and on to do other things, to not just be background actors anymore. They need 2 people that look exactly like this to fill that void. And that's where me and Mehgan come in. Season 2. We flesh out these characters a little bit more, right? Maybe they're, Garp and Kobe and Helmeppo are supposed to be tailing the Straw Hats. Maybe we're tailing Garp. And we just, we get post-credit scenes, or we get stuff happening in the credits. It would never happen. And it would probably slow down the pacing of the overall show. People would not get it, but it's about art. It's about high art. Yeah, dude, I just thought this was sick. All right, so I want to get into some of the photos that were released actually this morning, and then we'll get into that early review, which is crazy, dude. It's so crazy that it's this close, that it's on the literal horizon. Okay, so shout out. A lot of these posts are going to be from One Piece Netflix fan on Twitter. We're going to look at some others as well. But but yeah, let me make sure my tabs are all organized. Yeah. I thought I had this a little more organized, but I'm a mess. I'm a wreck. Let me do this. Live action. All right. So, the big thing on everybody's mind was who is going to play Bogard. Bogard, of course, being Garp's right-hand man, the man in the shadows. My man's over here looking like Oppenheimer right now. But it was announced that Armand Aucamp is playing Bogard. He's been cast, and we've seen him in the background of some of these photos. Are you freaking kidding me, dude?
Shitty.
This man deserves the shine. He deserves the recognition. This was a casting that should have been announced with the Straw Hats. on the level. It's on that level. But we finally got Bogard cast, and we actually have some photos of him in the background. This is what I'm saying. My man looks like Oppenheimer back there, dude. But this shot, incredible. You can see the transponder snail on the table here. You got Bogard and Kobe. I mean, the cinematography in this shot specifically, I know a lot of people were talking about the yellow color grading of the first trailer, but this is where it's at. Like, I love it. It's almost like very blue, and it's kind of muted, I guess, you know. But I love the cinematography. I love seeing my man Bogard in the background right there. And it just looks absolutely incredible. It looks absolutely incredible. I've always been a fan of the actor that they've cast as Kobe. It just gets me more and more excited to see the first episode tomorrow. But this was huge, man. This is not to be taken lightly, okay? Bogard is a man that deserves the respect, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He deserves the respect, and he deserves the recognition. You know, they should have got, if anything, they should have got Daniel Day-Lewis to play Bogard, but maybe he wasn't available, so they got Armand, and Armand is going to be fantastic. I can already see it in his eyes, dude. Just kind of scrolling through. So here are the photos. This is the one that was featured in the thumbnail. So this is actually fucking crazy. I'm gonna level with you, dude. This is absolutely crazy. So I love the actor that they've cast as Garp, right? I think he's perfect. And to see him in this uniform, it just hits even harder, because we've seen him in I think it was the second trailer, and he's wearing his previous uniform. So seeing him in his uniform that we see him in more often in the anime and manga, I mean, they could not have cast a better Garp, in my opinion. I think, he's got it all. He's got the stature. He's got the presence. He's got the build. He's got the eyes, piercing blue. But what's crazy is this fucking transponder snail. The thing's got a beard, dude. The thing's got a beard. Now, of course, they all look like their owner, right? But this shit is a little unsettling. I like how unsettling it is. Let me be very clear. I think that this works. I think that this is how it had to be. I just never thought that they would actually commit, but they have fully committed. They went all the way. They said, we're not compromising anywhere. Beard, succulent lips. That's another thing I want to say. Succulent lips. I mean, it looks like it could be, in Star Wars. This thing in the cantina, but I mean, it does make me so genuinely happy that the wacky sort of like crazy creatures are featured in a hyper realistic way, and not in a way that we've been used to, that I've been used to, where they take aspects of the series and they tone it down by making it like I had previously thought, like an actual phone in the shape of a snail. I just love the commitment. I love the commitment. But imagine waking up, dude, rolling over, seeing that every morning. I don't know if I could do it. Rumham said, I like the creepy. I do too, man. I mean, I like it. I think that the Mary works, and I get it. It's jarring. And seeing the trailer for the first time for us too, jarring. It's jarring to see these things in live action. But once you sit with it, and try sitting with this snail for a little bit, try sitting with it, getting to know it. It makes sense. It fits the world so well. And again, like, it just shows how much passion and care and love they have for the source material, that they're not willing to even compromise on something like that. This would have been a conversation on any other show. Okay, what are we going to do with this? What are we going to do with this? But they were, they were all in. Did I miss something? Here we go. Michael Mountain. Shout out Michael. Oh my God, dude. What a beautiful name. Was Josh shouts from Cape Town. I PA'd. Oh, you PA'd on the OPLA. My legit goal to direct one day. Gonna give all my fave YouTubers extra spots.
Shitty. It's your kitchen.
That's a more.
Holy shit, dude. That's incredible, dude. I mean, I'm so flabbergasted right now. I ripped my headphone out. Shouts from Cape Town. I PA'd on the OPLA. That's incredible, dude. I mean, I would love to have a conversation with you and just see kind of like what you were able to glean from being on set. You know, PAs, you know, they got ears. They got ears on everything, eyes on everything. And I think the thing about a PA that makes them so valuable outside of the very important work that they do on set is that, you know, they're just like flies on the wall sometimes, and they can hear things. They can see. They got the scoop. And I'm not trying to say, you know, I know Michael wants to go on a direct, so you know he's got to be careful about what kind of information he relays. But I would genuinely love to talk to you and just to, if you can talk once the season comes out, the series comes out. If there's anything you can talk about, just like being on set, your experience, if you got to, you know, speak to the actors or like just working with the DPs, the directors, like just your experience, whatever your experience was, I'm interested. Shout out Michael. And legit goal to direct. Give my YouTube faves an extra spot. I mean, we're down to replace those background actors already. I mean, I think we kind of can slot right in there. So you don't even have to, you know, it wouldn't even be like that hard to get us in. Shout out Michael though, for real. Another dono from Pikachu.
That's a more.
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Yo, what up, Josh? Can't wait for Anime Expo Chibi this year. Saw they added a tier system for tickets and can't wait to see what it gives. Hope to see you and Mehgan there. Absolutely, dude. We're going to be going to all the cons we can, Anime Chibi being one of them. Hopefully, if all things go according to plan, we'll be there. Going to cons is so fun. And that's kind of another reason why we're excited even for this event tomorrow, because we're going to get to cosplay. And we're cosplaying characters that Megan's never cosplayed this character before. I've cosplayed Ish. And I'm going to Ish cosplay them again. But you know, maybe I'll reveal it. Maybe I'll just reveal it. Let me make sure I'm caught up on everything. All right. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. So I'm gonna. This is the first photo. There's a couple more photos, but I do want to reveal who we're gonna be cosplaying because I have something to show off. So, like I said, I've kind of cosplayed this character before, and I even have a screenshot from a previous episode. But it's been a cool experience because I've gotten to sort of flex my cosplay skills that I've honed over the years. So the character that I'm going to be cosplaying at the event tomorrow is Genzo. Let's go! Ow! And I've cosplayed Genzo before. So here's the image, right? So why I am so excited about this is because I got a brown, you know, button up and brown shorts. It's gonna be kind of cozy, kind of comfy. But that same hat, okay, this is a flashback. This was when I didn't know nothing about nothing. I went to Party City. I got this hat. It was a police officer hat. I painted it brown, and I just stuck a freaking pinwheel in there. And it didn't look bad. But I took that same hat, and I said, okay, I've learned a lot. We've done a lot of cosplay since then. I've sharpened my blade, if you will. So I took that same hat, repainted it, and added a few extra things. And I would like to show you. The pinwheel's not on it yet because I was literally working on it right before the live. But here it is, dude. Wow. This is the same hat. But I put some gold trimming on it. Painted that bottom part green. I think it looks a lot more clean. You know, it looks a lot better. Oh. I am Genzo. I'm gonna have the mustache. I'm gonna have the scars and everything. I'm really excited. Really excited for it. So that's who I'm going to be cosplaying as. It's so much easier, too, when you don't like Croc is cool, dude. And we thought maybe Croc, we even thought, bro, I was this close to going as Sanji and as going as like Taz Sanji. But, man, dude, I have this thing like that's why this was so fun to do because I don't think I've ever gone back and like redone a piece from a cosplay before. So this was like really cool to do. But I have this really bad habit, and you can kind of see it in the show sometimes too, where I get over ambitious and I really want to do it all. I could be a little extra about things sometimes. And that's a good thing, but it's a bad thing too. Because when I decided that I wanted to potentially be Sanji or Taz as Sanji, you know what I mean, live action Sanji, I wanted to go all out, dude. I couldn't settle for half-ass. So I went on Amazon. I wanted to see if they had any like double-breasted, blazers and striped blue and white shirt. And I found the perfect outfit, the perfect wig, perfect everything, dude. But it was just going to be too expensive. It was going to be like for the shirt, pants, blazer, wig, it was going to be like $100. And I was like, it's just not worth it. I mean, it kind of is, right? But, it's not in the cards, I should say. But I was going to do it. And, so we kind of settled on something that was a little bit more affordable, a little bit more doable, a little bit more in the budget. And I think it's a perfect time to reveal who will be accompanying Genzo at this event. Mehgan has decided, and I'm actually really, really, really excited about this. Mehgan has decided to cosplay. I wish I had the drum roll, but I don't. Oh, shoot. It's on Mehgan's soundboard, but I almost freaking ripped the cable out of the table. Mehgan is going to be cosplaying as Nojiko. So we're gonna be Genzo and Nojiko. Megan's already got the wig, got the shirt. We're gonna tat her up. Nojiko and Genzo. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. These are two characters that are recognizable together, and they're gonna be in the first season. They're very relevant to this part of the story. So I'm excited about that, and I think it's gonna look fun. I mean, I think it's gonna look great. I think it's gonna be fun. So Nami with blue hair, LOL. Belmir would have been cool too. Belmir would have been real cool. But Nojiko's fun. Oh, shooty. Paladin, Berserker, Jedi. Member for 15 months. Let's just let that sink in. Says, gotta go. I'm glad I could contribute to the pod whenever I can recently. Hope to do so more in the future. We should chat like last year. Definitely, Paladin. Paladin's always, such a great help. I think a lot of the time, like they're really helpful when it comes to like pitching ideas and suggesting certain things. Always very active and very helpful. So shout out Paladin. Love you so much. Go enjoy the rest of your day doing whatever it is you're gonna do. I think it's work. Tested. Oh, I love Nojiko, but Belmir is goated. Yeah, Belmir would have been cool too, but I think the wig would have been a little harder for Belmir because she's got that shaved side. All right, let's get back to these photos. So that's who we're gonna be at the event tomorrow. These photos, where are they? Okay, so this is the Garp one. I mean, come on, dude. It doesn't get more perfect than that. We've already seen Oppenheimer and Kobe here. Now we get a good look, like a really good look of Axehand Morgan. Now we saw him kind of the photo that I saw previously was him fighting, I think, Luffy and Zorro, but it was like very blurry. He looked huge too. In the photo that we saw, he looked significantly larger. Here he looks, more, but again, there's nothing really around him for scale. Either way, there was also another photo of him, and like Emily was taking photos of him while he was asleep on set. But we get full costume, clean, high def look at Axehand Morgan. And come on, dude, I think, again, straight from the manga. This is ripped straight from the manga. People are gonna say, that all of these actors, I'm sure, can be a little more jacked. But come on, dude. Come on. I think this man is adequately jacked. You can't have WWE bodybuilders play everybody. I love the detail, of course, of the jaw. You got to have the jaw with the marine symbol in the chin. It just works. Like, it just works. It looks fantastic. You know, I might fuck around. Who knows? I might fuck around and cosplay Axan Morgan, a character I never in a million years thought I would ever cosplay. But there you go. You know, with the live action, it makes me want to like try live action version or live action cosplay versions of these characters. That'd be a fun thing to make. I think is why I really want to do it. The chin. I think he looks good, dude. He does look like a mean dad. Like, let's be real. Like, he looks like a dad that, like, you know, he's pretty close-minded. You know, he has some pretty questionable views about, you know, certain things in the world. You know, he just looks like a kind of guy. I mean, and that's probably the actor, you know, really putting that into his performance, even into this look right here. You know, he kind of looks like, honestly, like a dad that would like make fun of your, you know, if you were his son, he'd make fun of you for watching anime or something. You know, like he'd always be trying to get you to go to a game. You know what kind of dad I'm talking about. That's what he kind of looks like. And he looks like he cheats on his wife. I'm going to say that too. The character. So I think that they cast him pretty well. And honestly, that might even be why he's wearing that metal thing on his chin, because he was out there in the streets so much, broke his jaw. He was out there cheating on his wife so much, had to get a freaking metal jaw. You know what I'm saying? Because he was putting in that much work. And maybe that's something they're going to introduce in the live action. Who knows? Who knows? Another side of him. But I love that, you know, again, we were kind of not harsh, but like when we saw the first trailer, again, it was the trailer for the first time and the first trailer, it was jarring, right? And then it really, really sank in for us, and we really fell in love with the world that the live action series has created. But the painting looks better here. I remember in the first trailer when I saw it, I was like, oh, damn, that looks like sure. You know, AI, you know, I there was a comment, I forgot exactly what they said, but they said like, oh, people see any kind of painting now and think it's AI generated. But there's a specific kind of look, you know, to an AI generated photo or painting. And that's what it kind of looked like in the trailer, but it looks better here in this shot. I like it. I like it a lot. My man's right here. Bogard. Fine. Looking fine. Looking good, dude. Looking real good. And I'm curious to see, you know, like how much shine he's really going to get in the live action. Like how much attention they're going to give him. Because he's been a fan favorite, lurking in the shadows, in the backgrounds, and people have really fallen in love. Maybe because of maybe because he's mysterious. So he has big shoes to fill. This guy right here, but I'm confident. Some other photos off to the side right here. This is Helmeppo, bro. I think this guy. First of all, what? I mean, look at the kicks, dude. He's got the whole suit and the kicks, but something about that does scream, because at this point in the story, right, Helmeppo is a fucking brat, right? He's a brat who has been, you know, beaten down emotionally and mentally by his father. So it is kind of a cool way to show that he's very immature, you know, he's not wearing boots or nice shoes, because he's still kind of like, he's still kind of a brat, you know, he's still kind of childish. I don't know, like I really like the choice to put him in these like white sneakers, because it kind of like offsets this whole like very formal suit look that he has going on. And I'm gonna be honest, dude, he looks like someone I don't really want to talk to. You know, he looks like someone I would see maybe, and no shade, you know, I do love a good Whole Foods. It's just not in the budget all the time, not in the cards all the time. But I do feel like he would be at the Whole Foods, the Equinox, you know, he just looks like a certain type of guy. And I love him. so much, dude. And I think we've said this before, but the marine outfits look great too. Hell, Meppo, dude, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. He kind of, and that's the thing too. Even right here, he looks very unsure of himself, very timid, very scared. Like, but he's trying to put forward this like presence of like, I got this shit, and he doesn't have this shit. So love that. And then of course, this high def Den Den Mushy right here. This is Axe Hamburger. People are saying he's feeding it. I saw that. But I was just looking at some of these comments. The snail looks disgusting in a good way. Yeah, dude, I think that, I mean, this is, I cannot tell you how incredible to me this looks, because I would even argue that if we're comparing the Mary, the live action Mary, to the anime Mary, there's a huge difference, right? They did a lot to bring that into live action or this world, specific to this adaptation. And you know, you could fall on either side of that argument, right? You can like it or you can hate it. People who don't like it, I get it. I do think that a less hyper realistic version would have worked too. I enjoy the version we got, and I also think that works, but I do understand that argument. However, I think that this is like ripped from the manga. All they did was give it the texture that a snail would have. You know what I mean? And maybe that looks a little more gross and off-putting in live action, but I mean, this is, come on, dude. This is it. Like, this is it. This is ripped from the panels of the manga. Again, though, they really gave these snails lips. They really focused. I mean, that upper lip. Damn, I don't even think my bottom lip is that big. That's a big upper lip. And full, you know what I think it is too? The human teeth. Absolutely. I think that's what it is too. The human teeth and the shine too. They got a little shine to them. I think these look absolutely fantastic. Love the detail again. This one looks a lot cooler because it doesn't have facial hair like Garp's. It's got that jaw, that iron jaw. Miko XD. Shout out Miko, by the way. Why do they got pretty blues? I know, piercing blues. Looking right into my soul, dude. And it's kind of cute, dude. They're like feeding them, taking care of them. They're kind of giving me, and hear me out, in a weird way. They're giving me like Furby vibes, like early Furby vibes. And I think it's the eyes, because those are some Furby eyes right there. And, you know, just, I mean, I know everybody knows what a Furby looks like, but just in case. There was a specific era of Furby, you know, my generation's Furby. And this might not be a great photo, but hold on, let me see. Not really what I wanted to click on. Because they got the new Furbies now, and I'm sorry, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I like these OG ones right here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Right here. Here we go. Oh, you can't really see it, but it's like this one. I think you guys can still see my mouse. This one. Yeah, that one right there. And there's a couple, you know, something about the eyes. I don't know what the hell, you know, you guys again can't really see this thing that the chat is covering, but it's probably for the best, dude. It's a monstrosity. I don't know what the hell these new ones are, but it's kind of got those Furby eyes, and that's why I like it. That's why I think it looks cool. I went to my mom's recently to go visit, and actually she had my Furby in storage, and I brought it back. I brought it back with me. Where did why do I got so many tabs open? Yeah. Let me catch up. I think we got a super. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything from Spicy Kimchi.
Oh, shooty.
That's a more?
I hate that he's wearing some regular ass sneakers. So Spicy Kimchi, and again, all respect, all love with Spicy. Spicy hates the regular ass sneakers, but come on, dude. I really think that is just another subtle detail that reinforces Helmeppo's character at this point. You know what I mean? I mean, if he was taking, if he had, I mean, sure, it might be a little, maybe you're saying, and maybe you feel like it's a little, it just doesn't look good, number one, or number two, it's like, it's a little too on the nose, a little too heavy-handed, not subtle enough. But I like it. I like it. I think that it just works for who he is at this point in the story. But I'm curious to know what everybody else thinks. I wonder how you guys feel. I wonder if Spicy Kimchi's alone or if I'm alone. Let me let the chat catch up, and we will see how everybody else feels. God damn it. Every time I try to click on... This is from Japanese Jim. The sneakers are going to be a major plot point. I might be wrong, but I think even in the manga, Helmeppo wears sneakers with his suit. This is from Hoagie Bot. They're Air Rodgers, said Ness. Bro, that's perfect. That's fucking awesome, dude. They are Air Rodgers, dude. And that's what the One Piece is. It's a sneaker. It is a very exclusive sneaker. Very exclusive colorway. And the colorway is called the One Piece. And you can only get them. And Roger laughed because they weren't his size. He got there and he's like, I finally found them, dude. And he got there and they weren't his size. And so he laughed. He's like, damn, dude, all that. They don't even fit me. Shit. We cracked it, bro. We cracked it. Japanese Jim said I was being sarcastic though. You never know. You never know. They come. I'm sure it's gonna be the butt of a joke, right? They're gonna point it out. Maybe not, but you never know. You never know. Shout out Japanese Jim. Love him. Michael. Sorry if I'm saying your last name wrong. It's Mountain, I think. Or I'm just gonna keep going with that. Michael. Shout out Michael. Let's give Michael a Brook laugh. Dude, I'd love to talk to you about being on set. I've been holding back. PSA to everyone in the background. The Easter eggs are crazy AF. Shout out Michael. Michael, PA, on set. He's got the scoop. But seriously, dude, we can set something up. I mean, we're going to be reacting to it. All episodes are going to be dropping at once. So we're going to have a lot to do, but we would love to have you on one of those episodes just to talk about your experience. I think that'd be really, really interesting for us and everybody else, because you got to be there. You got to smell the smells. You got to feel the vibes. And I just think that would be super interesting, and would love it. So I'm gonna make a little note, and how I make notes like the freaking boomer I am, dude, is taking photos, and maybe we can set something up. Alexander Arts said that's a decent looking snail. It sounded kind of weird, dude, when he said it like that. That's a decent looking snail. It sounded kind of like a little sexual. Maybe that's just me. Oh, you can actually see another painting of Axan Morgan's in the background right there. Now see, that's a painting because it's dramatic, right? It looks like the cover of like the poster for The Evil Dead. But instead of a chainsaw, he's got an axe. Now, that's what they could be doing right here. They could be paying a little homage to that, because he looks like he might be holding somebody right here too. I think we cracked it. I have to just do this for myself. This is for me. Evil Dead poster. Evil Dead poster. The first one. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Looks pretty similar. And it could be just like a playful little homage. Damn, you can't even fucking... I hate this, dude. I might have to fix this so that you guys can see the picture that I'm actually clicking on. But you guys know which one I'm talking about. This one. This one right here. That one. Look at that. and then look at the picture in the background. Uncanny. Uncanny. But I really do, in all seriousness, I really do like the look of these snails a lot, dude. A lot. We got a member comment from Brandon King.
Good smell. Flavor.
Shout out Brandon. 9 months. Also, do you think they'll incorporate eye catchers or not? It's vitally important, but could be fun. Interesting. Oh, I missed. Oh, no. I'm caught up. Let me make sure I'm thinking of the right thing right here. Eye catchers. Before I embarrass my damn self right now. Eye catchers. Is that? I don't want to sound foolish, Brandon. So could you remind me what you mean by eye catchers? But if I think what you're talking about is like the I'm not gonna even say it, dude. Those were for commercials. No. So, okay. So I think it's like the cut scenes, right? Or not the cut scenes, but like the little in between scenes, right? That would be like like that. Are those the eye catchers? That would be crazy, dude. I mean, for one episode, actually it'd be cool for all episodes. I mean, we know that they're gonna have their own like original score. I don't think they're gonna do it, but would it be cool as hell? Would it be cool as hell? Yes. I don't think they're gonna do it, but it would be a way if I mean, each episode they're talking about 2 episodes per Straw Hat to really, flesh those characters out. If we got them, maybe they'll incorporate them in not in like the middle of an episode, right? Because like people are saying, like those were for commercial breaks and stuff. But maybe like during like the credits of the episode, right? So if it's one of the 2 episodes setting up Zorro, for example, it'll be potentially like his theme in the show with his wanted poster or Luffy's wanted poster, whoever. And it'll kind of like flip into frame the same way as like the credits are rolling. Maybe they can incorporate it that way. That'd be fun. But yeah. But no, I don't think they do it in the middle of the episode. Be sick though. It'd be, you know what it would be? It'd be ballsy. It'd be unprecedented. It'd be crazy to put something in the middle of an episode that's usually there for a commercial break with no commercial. To go that hard, I'd support it. Jonathan R. said, I can see Matt Owens being nerdy enough to incorporate it, though. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really do think it wouldn't surprise me. Like, if it was genuinely in the middle of the episode, I would not be surprised. I'd be like, oh my God. But I do think that he would try to find like maybe a more organic way to incorporate it. And I think the end credits would be the place to do it. But yeah. It's my 2 cents. To be continued. Japanese Jim said he would rather see to be continued. That that they're gonna do that. They're gonna do that. Not a doubt in my mind. I will put money on it right now. Boom. Like they're gonna have their own original score because I think, like Robert was saying, like they can't use the anime music. But yeah, man. To be continued. Gotta be there. But if it's not, it's not. I just think it would be really cool if it was. Because there are some people, Miko XD saying, because it's from the anime and not the manga, I think it's less likely. Yeah, I mean, there are anime onlys, there are anime and manga readers and watchers, and there are manga onlys. But it'd be a kind of cool homage to the anime onlys. And to the people who read the manga and watch the anime, yeah, Jonathan R. said it's too iconic for them to not do it. Yeah. World Teller, will there be a loud drum sound for impact moments? I think that there has to be. I think that's a pretty easy sound to like replicate and not get in trouble for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, infringing on the copyright of the anime music. But yeah. Come on, dude. Bro, I mean, we're gonna see it tomorrow. We'll have these answers. We'll have these answers, and you guys will probably see it all over the internet. I'm sure other people who are going to be going to this event are going to be talking about it. So there's a couple more photos, and you know, I'm sorry if I'm bouncing around, but I really do want to talk about this because this is a post from Movie Web, and Movie Web, I'm not quite sure exactly how they did it, but they were able to get their thoughts out on what they saw. And so we'll click on that article and we'll read their first impressions. And, you know, they provide some caveats, or they provide some like additional information about themselves. Like the person who wrote this article, they've been a One Piece fan for like 15 years. So it's something that's very close to their heart. So they're saying that they could be biased because of how much they love it, but they're also trying to be very, I don't know the word. They're trying to be very straight. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Japanese Jim just became a real one.
Shit.
Let's go.
Good smell.
Welcome to the family, Japanese Jim. Love you, love you, love you. All right, so let's click on this article. Where is it? Okay. And I'm going to go through. I'm going to speed through it. So here it says, One Piece touted as best live-action anime adaptation of all time. Netflix is trying a live-action anime adaptation again with One Piece, and it looks like they've succeeded beyond expectation. So already a great headline. Just like video game adaptations, the history of live-action anime adaptation has been rocky, yada, yada, yada. However, Netflix's new adaptation of the long-running manga and anime series One Piece could change the narrative. Live-action One Piece may arguably become the best live-action anime adaptation ever made up to this point, if early screenings are any indication. Found the real Luffy. The first thing we can hint at is the absolute perfect casting for the series. The young Iñaki Godoy is pretty perfect as Monkey D. Luffy, the main protagonist of the show. He captures the boundless curiosity, contagious joy, and relentless optimism of the character, but also imbues him with a fittingly competitive and naive streak. He's great at the screwball comedy aspects of the character and has mastered a very specific kind of smile. Whatever that means, dude. That's why I'm not a writer. He has mastered a very specific kind of smile. But I think we knew this from the trailers. I think this is not news to anybody. Everything we've seen him in, and I would even argue, honestly, because, you know, what we've seen of him in the trailers has been so purposeful. Like they're trying to show you a bunch of different sides of him, because again, it is to appeal to an audience that isn't aware of One Piece. So they're cutting it together with those people in mind too, and they're showing you different sides of Luffy. I would argue seeing him like at Shueisha and seeing him, you know, with the Japanese VA, like in those situations and interviews and things like that, he is Luffy, like all the time, off camera and on camera. His supporting crew features Makenyu as Zorro and Emily Rudd as Nami, and it's safe to say that these two of the most beautiful people you'll ever see on television. I don't know why I wanted to read it different than it was written down. Okay, all right, throwing in a little bit of your own sort of subjective opinion about appearance. That's just interesting to note that, you know, you watched the whole thing and you were like, damn, most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. Beyond being magnetically appealing, they have wonderfully lived-in personalities built upon the foundation of cynicism. Watching them interact with Luffy is a true delight as they, like the viewer, can't help themselves but get swept up in the young man's cheerful sense of adventure. Love that. And this is some shit that I would say too. Before I went on and saying, magnetically appealing, wonderfully lived in personalities, I would say, and they're fine. And they're beautiful. Now, again, this isn't really, from what we've seen, checks out. The supporting cast is great across the board as well. Each episode moves from place to place, person to person, villain to villain with a satisfactory overarching narrative. This is something we've seen and been able to piece together from Arlong sort of seeming to follow them throughout, Garp seeming to follow them throughout. So it moves from person to person, villain to villain with a satisfactory overarching narrative. The real standout may be Jeff Ward, who plays the perfect Buggy, or a perfect Buggy the Clown. His work with Nick on Tosca, whatever, Channel Zero, and brand new Cherry Flavor was excellent and prepared him here for the offbeat horror of his character, a disturbing pirate clown. I've also heard people say that he steals the show. Like, Buggy steals the show, which is great news. And that I've even heard, and I don't know if it's in this article or another article, I've even heard people say that he's better. He's better. Like, he's elevated the character so much so that the live action version is better than the anime and manga version, which is wild. Wild. Gonna have to see for myself. We won't reveal anything else here except that both fans of the classic One Piece franchise and newcomers alike will be very pleased with the epic live action versions. The creator of One Piece, Ichiro Oda, made sure Netflix took great care in making their adaptation, and it seems to have paid off. As Oda said, we actually found our real-life Luffy. I'm shocked. And then I think this was just a clip of some of the quotes from Oda about the series. I don't have it translated. I think someone did translate it. Oh damn. Vibey. This is for a show or a cologne, dude. Damn. Someone did translate it. And it's I think there are quotes that we've either talked about before or we've seen other places. And I think when we talked about it previously, I mean, on the marketing side of things, it is pretty genius because they do know their audience. Like, they are marketing this so so much of the marketing is put on the mangaka's approval of this. And I think that just goes to show you that they know their audience. And they're doing a good job. They need a promotion. So there was that. Early reviews looking good. So far, that's the big one. That's the one that a lot of people have been sharing. Now, I think they have to be a little vague. I think once the embargo officially drops, which should be before. I mean, guys, what's also crazy to think about is, let me get this open too. What's also crazy to think about is if they weren't confident in this series, they wouldn't have shown people at Anime Expo scenes. A combination of 6 scenes. If they weren't confident in this series, they wouldn't be doing fan screenings. I think that they know when they have something good and they know when they have something bad. And you could say that it's just the marketing team, doing their job and selling, really, really selling the series. But I don't think they would be going this hard if they didn't believe that they had something great. People are going to get to see it and talk about it a full week, which happens with movie reviewers too, right? They get sent screeners. Like, I'm sure the people here either went to an event or saw screeners, typically a week out. But sometimes, if they don't believe in a movie, they will wait. Like, the embargo will drop a lot closer to the actual series being premiered because they don't want the negative word of mouth to stop people from watching it. I don't know. I'm just saying, I think that how everything has been approached, that this is something they're extremely confident in, and what it looks like from that initial review is rightfully so. Let me see. Let me see some more photos. Anything else? Anything else? And then we got some other stuff to get into too. Oh yeah, the new behind the scenes thing was really cool. Anybody gonna be watching Ahsoka, by the way? I really want to watch it, but I was kind of detoured. And don't come at me. I've what's the word? I've disowned Star Wars, and they always bring me back. I still have to watch Andor. I was hurt by Obi-Wan. I still have to watch Andor. But I heard Ahsoka's good. You just have to know about the Rebels lore to really appreciate it. And that's the thing, I don't really know a lot about that specific lore. But Dave Filoni, I trust him. He hasn't done me dirty yet. This is a photo too before we get to the trailer stuff. A photo of Zeph. Now this has been out for a while, but we haven't had a chance to talk about it yet or to show it. When this dropped again, I was shocked. Like my jaw dropped. I was just scrolling to see if it was here, but it looks like I'm gonna have to look it up. One Piece live action. Damn, bro, I'm sweating my balls off here. So this is Zeph. This came out a while ago, but it doesn't get more manga accurate than this, dude. I mean, this is a character that, again, the casting is perfect. The casting is so perfect, and the detail of the mustache, the hat, the extremely like kind of extra tall hat. I think these are all things that the world that's the thing with One Piece, right? They had to kind of go all in for everything else to feel like it fit. For them to have like the Denden Mushi, the transponder snails the way they are, and just the sea beast and everything. They really had to lean into the absurdity. And I'm not saying that his hat is like that absurd, but it could, like, just the fact that it is like a little extra long. You know how we like it, a little extra long. And the braided mustache. I mean, what I'm saying is they put their whole you know what into not just the wardrobe, the casting, but everything. I saw this and something about even it just screams Zeph. It just screams, like, it looks like someone ran a panel of Zeph through one of those like AI, generators, like turn this manga panel into real life. And boom, you get this. It's just perfect, dude. I just couldn't be happier. I really couldn't. Austin Long said Star Wars. I get it. Miko said it brought me back. Japanese Gym, first 2 episodes were pretty cool, but I had no idea what the fuck was going on. Yeah. Will T said, what about The Mandalorian? Bro, don't even get me started on The Mandalorian, dude. I will go off on the freaking Mandalorian right now. Bendover said, it's the hat. Absolutely. It's the hat. Can I just go on a 2-second Mandalorian rant? I've already done it before, so I'll keep it short. Bro, I hated the way that they just jumped into the new season without addressing any of the things that they covered in Book of Boba Fett. Like, I'm supposed to fucking watch that show. Like, they assumed that they assume. Like, I already know you watched it. I already know we got you like that. I already know that you're in the palm of our hands so much that I don't even have to ask you. I know you did, because you're a Star Wars loser and you watched it. But guess what? Disney, I didn't. I watched the first couple episodes and said, nah, I'm out. So joke's on you. I had no idea why the hell Grogu was just back. And I'm not going to go back and I'm not going to watch Book of Boba Fett. Okay? So they did that, first of all. Then I find out, and bless Pedro Pascal's heart. I understand that I like him as an actor. I love Last of Us. I love The Mandalorian season 1, season 2. But then I find out I'm watching an Actors Roundtable or some kind of interview, that I think season 3 might have been the first season where Pedro Pascal, he wasn't on set at all. At all. Zero. He just 80-yard all his lines. And I get it. Like, I'm glad that he can work on other things like Last of Us and stuff like that. And as an actor, I'm sure that's a dream job. That's a dream gig. And, you know, to a degree, like for the actor, like, yeah, that's cool. But I feel like even if it's subtle, I feel like that really like took me all the way out of it. Just knowing every time I watch any episode from season 3 that it's not Pedro Pascal in there. It's another person. And, you know, you might be losing subtle body movements and mannerisms and whatever. But even if you really don't, like, it just took me out. It took me all the way out. And I said, I'm done. I watched one episode of season 3. Said, I'm done. I said, you almost got me. But Ahsoka looks good. I just got to catch up on the lore. Pedro's most likely, this is Dawn. Pedro's most likely just doing voice work for Mando now. And it shows. Yeah, I mean, he said that in an interview. That's what was crazy. I mean, and you know, shouts out to Pedro Pascal for, I mean, I'm surprised Disney even let him say that, but he was like, yeah, I'm not there. He's like, I'm not there anymore. It was either on an Actors on Actors, and he was talking to, I think he was talking to Glenn from The Walking Dead. What's his name? Fuck. It starts with an S, right? Steve? Point is, because, you know, he was talking about being in The Walking Dead, and Pedro Pascal was talking about being in Last of Us. You know, they were connecting over these, like, you know, these like zombie properties that they had been in. And Stephen Yeun asked him, like, hey, have you like what's it like, or like something about the Mandalorian? He's like, yeah, I'm not even on set anymore. And I was shocked that they even let him say that. And Miko XC says season 1, season 2 used a lot of stunt doubles too. You know, I know that they got to use stunt doubles, and I know he can't be there for every scene, and sometimes it just makes sense. But like, the whole show, like that's crazy, dude. Beautiful Light, Rebels, and Clone Wars are the best of Star Wars. I know, and you know what's funny enough? Megan's dad has been a huge advocate to get me to watch those too. Wait till you find out Darth Vader wasn't actually James Earl Jones. I mean, they did that man dirty. Whoever that man, like the real actor was, they did that man so dirty. But, I mean, you know, it was sick. James Earl Jones killed it. Okay. Just really quickly, we're going to look through the trailer stuff and then we'll move on. But I'm just so excited. And like I said, you know, we're going to try our best to get some other, I guess, like some other clips of fans talking about their personal experience when we go to. What was I going to look up? All right. Yeah, I'm going to pull it up on YouTube real quick. I think I already have it open in another tab. I think I was trying to be kind of organized today. This is funny as hell too. Because ever since it was brought to my attention on another podcast, I can't hear it. Like, I can't not hear it. And I don't blame them, but it's just so funny to me how the beginning of this is so like chopped up to be like super fast paced that they make Inyaki's dialogue like sound super robotic. Let's see if you can hear it.
I'm Monkey D. Luffy, and ever since I was a kid, the sea's been calling.
Right here.
I think the One Piece live action will be very exciting for everyone to see your face.
We'll be very exciting for everyone, and it's not Inyaki, dude. It's the way that they cut that shit together, bro.
I think the One Piece live action will be very exciting for everyone to see your face.
Am I the only one? Am I the only one who hears that? Will be very exciting for everyone. Like, they cut that shit up. Like, they chopped that shit.
Favorite characters in the world come to life. And for people who don't know this story, they can experience it for the first time.
Stop talking and fight. One Piece is the most popular pirate adventure manga around the world.
We're heading up to the Grand Line to find the ultimate treasure, the One Piece. And I will become king of the pirates.
It's about adventure with our core group, the Straw Hats. This amazing found family.
We haven't sailed together for very long, but we've got each other's backs.
That's going to be a huge moment.
It's such an important story to chase after your dream.
Now, me and Mehgan were talking about this. I'm going to pause it here. Sorry about that. Me and Mehgan were talking about this. Usopp, Jacob. To me, you cannot cast a more perfect Usopp. And just like how Sanji, and we're gonna see that here too, and his character has been slightly altered a bit to make him, whatever. I'm just gonna say it like I'm gonna say it, and it is what it is, right? To be less like simpy and more like flirtatious, and frankly a lot smoother. Now in the East Blue, my man was smooth. He had some riz, dude. He had some riz. And I think that's something that definitely was like leaned more into, like the simping was like dialed up as it went on. But just like I think they're going to be leaning more towards Sanji being smooth and genuinely like charming and flirtatious. I think Usopp's humor is going to come from him. Like Usopp's going to have a cool humor about him. And me and Mehgan were kind of talking about it because in everything, in the second trailer, in the first trailer, he's like hardly in it at all. Sanji's not really in it all, like that much either in the first one. In the second one, we get to see more of him. He's doing and that's cool. But I just feel like for whatever reason, Jacob is the actor that we've seen the least from. And I think it's because they're going to keep, I believe, who Usopp is at his core. It's gonna remain, right? But he's going to be like a lot cooler, I think, than Usopp in the manga and anime is. Like he still might be scared, and he still might tell these tall tales, but he's gonna do it in a swaggier way, in a cooler way. And that just, and you'll see why. There's a scene with Jacob like dancing right here, and Mehgan felt like the like anime and manga Usopp wouldn't like be this like swaggy. Really wouldn't be like dancing in the Baratier. It looks like the way that he is, but we'll see. We'll see what you guys think.
And stand up for what you think is right.
For this series, we wanted to bring the manga created by
like
hold on, I'm
chase
sorry.
after your dreams and stand up for what you think is right.
For this series.
Now, right there, see, this is why I think he's going to nail it, because in these moments, like he looks scared. Like he looks scared. And he has a very concerned look in his eye. So I do think he's going to nail it.
We wanted to bring the manga created by Oda Sensei into a new medium and to new
Shout
audiences.
out, Matt, what's good?
The original IP material is the thing that makes it so great, and all of us want to honor that.
Finding Luffy was such a journey because he is the center of the show. And in casting Iñaki, I think we really lucked out.
The sets. I know this has all been said before, but holy shit, man.
He's so cheerful and he loves adventure. I think we both share a lot of the same values.
In this world, Luffy has the ability to turn his body into rubber. But his real power is his ability to inspire
That looks good. Like the CG looks
what you want
good.
seems too easy, then you're on the wrong path.
Love that line.
One Piece is very much a stunt-driven show. Mehgan comes with a style of his own already. Very well versed at katana work.
Yeah, Mehgan has taken over my heart. It was all like Taz this, Taz that from me. Taz this, Taz that. But the more I've been seeing of Mehgan, and I know that Rurouni Kenshin. I know he's been at it and he's been doing it, but I hadn't seen Rurouni Kenshin. I haven't seen any of his other work. So as I've seen more from the live action, I've been feeling some type of way.
Thing going on. I grew up with One Piece, and Zorro has always been my favorite character.
Come on, tough guy. 3 swords.
It's an honor
Memo.
to be wearing those swords.
So that's where it goes.
Nami, obviously.
We gotta get that soundbite, huh? So that's where it goes.
Swords.
Like, look at that, dude. Come on.
So that's where it goes.
Me in high school. You know what I'm saying? Me when I lost my virginity.
It's an honor to be wearing those swords.
So that's where it goes.
Nami, obviously biased, is.
Oh, there was me and Mehgan right there.
Nami,
There's me and Mehgan right there, dude.
obviously biased,
In
is
4K.
my favorite. She's the cool, calm, collected cat burglar of the group.
She's kind of like an older sister surrounded by a group of younger brothers.
Careful with that.
I don't work for you.
It's been truly amazing playing this role.
Yeah, she's killing it, dude. The scene we saw was the scene of Emily Rudd as Nami. She's
How
killing
about we
it.
sail away as fast as we can?
Like, see, I mean, like, he didn't say it like, and I get it. I like Jacob, but, you know, the way me and Mehgan were talking about it was because, like, there are some things that just are going to translate better in live action. And it feels like in the anime and manga, like, Usopp is just screaming all the time. He's screaming. Like, he's so scared. But it would make so much sense that he would just be like, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, let's go. And to me, like, especially like looks alone, there is no better Usopp. And I do want to reiterate that we both feel like he will crush it and is Usopp. But we were just kind of noting that slight difference in tone, getting across that same part of his character, but in a different way.
Usopp is the sniper. He's the storyteller in charge of keeping everyone's spirits up.
He
Like
does
that.
have a certain grace
That
about
scene
him.
right there where he's like dancing, like Mehgan felt like that was a
So-
little too cool
He
for
does
Usopp.
have a certain
She's like, Usopp's not that cool.
grace
Shades
about him.
on,
Jacob, he
life
does
of the
have
party.
a
Come
certain
on.
grace about him. Jacob is such a goofy person. It's almost effortless for him to transition into Usopp.
Apologies, madam. I didn't see you there. Perhaps you'd like something sweet for someone sweet.
Sanji
Oh my god, dude. Taz, chill, bro. Chill, bro.
You know One Piece, right? It's the biggest Japanese manga on the planet.
Stop.
Apologies, madam. I didn't see you there. Perhaps you'd like something sweet for someone sweet.
Sanji is my favorite of the Straw Hats.
Bro.
He's a chef and cares very much about people.
Playing Sanji, I had to learn how to cook and fight. And I was like,
Chill.
this is gonna be fun.
Oda-san has created this entire world that is so special.
And I was like,
okay.
this is gonna be fun.
So this,
Oda-san has created.
which I didn't realize until I think Artur
It is-
posted, this is Yasop. This is Yasop. The man himself. The deserter. The bad dad. The man himself. This is Usopp. I mean, Yasop.
This entire world that is so special and so unique. I think when the show airs, there'll be nothing like you've ever seen.
Maybe
Now,
we should
here we
skip
go.
right to the finale.
I hope existing One Piece fans see the love that went into this. Oda Sensei and his team have been with us the entire time. That collaboration has birthed something really special.
Now we're talking.
Wow.
The spirit of One Piece is so strong in this.
I've always been a pirate.
We're all putting our heart and passion into this. I'm really proud of what we've done.
We're bringing the best parts of the manga to life.
Nothing's gonna stand in our way!
Yeah, that's it. So we got a closer look at a lot of the Straw Hats, which is amazing too. It was all worth it for Taz, for that one Taz line. How about a little something sweet for someone sweet? I can't do it, dude. Fuck. Damn it.
Now I'm actually doubtful.
I think Usopp's from Brandon King. I think Usopp's humor will be in him being faux cool, putting up a front of coolness. And I hope that that's the direction that they go. And I can see that as well, right? Like he's trying to come across calm, cool, and collected, but he's just not. Yasop the sea called to him. MJ Daniel never watched One Piece, but this looks kind of good. I may have to get Netflix. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Get a free trial. If you don't have Netflix, get a free trial. Watch it, binge it, and then cancel. Cancel it. Why did Sanji has Riz? Doesn't make sense. Okay, T. All right. Let's let my man have it. Okay. Taz is killing it, bro. I'm telling him to calm down because he's trying to make the whole internet act up, dude. I'm going to get, I've never like been one to get figures of like live action characters, right? Like anime characters, whatever. I'm going to get a Taz one. I'm going to get a Taz Sanji one. But yeah, dude, I mean, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Let me go over the agenda here. Oh, that's crazy. You can still see my mouse. That's so funny. I should probably turn that off. I just realized that just right now. Yeah, so hopefully we get to talk to the DP. That would be cool. And yeah, I mean, we have some other stuff cooking that we can't talk too much about right now. But let's just say that it's fire. It's fire and it's exciting. Let me go down here to the chat. Let British from Gabe. Let British Sanji do his thing. That's what I'm saying. Those OPs from Peep Chitty Sue, those OPLA figures were cute. Are you guys watching the OPLA in sub or dub? You know what's funny is both, dude. I mean, at least like I have to watch one episode in the sub. I have to, because I just can't, like, the original VAs, like the Japanese VAs doing the live action. This is gonna be crazy. Crazy. Okay, let me make sure that's everything, and then we'll switch gears. I wish I could turn this freaking cursor off faster, but it would take me a minute. It would take me a minute to remember how to do that, and just don't want the dead air, you know. Yeah, so that's that. Anybody watch Blue Beetle? That's another movie that I'm a little upset by. Not I mean, it looks cool, but it's like it just looks like nothing, like there's nothing really new. Like there's nothing really, like, nothing feels new about it. It feels kind of like a bunch of rehashed other things. And come on, dude. As a half Mexican man myself, the fact that they saved the Mexican superhero for last, fucking disrespectful. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so now we move on. And this is a little more lighthearted bit right here. But it's still true. It's true nonetheless. It's more lighthearted, but it also grinds my gears at the same time. Let me just make sure we're good. We're caught up on everything. I think I saw... Yes, Spicy Kimchi gifting another membership. Shout out Spicy Kimchi. Gabe was gifted a membership. Let's go. So this is a little more lighthearted, but I was attacked online, dude. And I didn't even see it coming. Dude. I was saving this for maybe one of our Volume 1 extras, our Patreon exclusive podcast, but, you know, I just have to bring it up here and now to the public, to everybody. So, you know, first of all, I mean, me and Mehgan, we work our butts off. We're busy. And we do our best to make time for those that we care about most. We do our best. Do we fall short? Can we be better? Me specifically? Sure. I don't know how many people are aware of this or know this. I've talked about this before, but one of my best friends is actually I don't even know what you would call his title, but he works for Rooster Teeth, Funhouse, all that. And he recently moved to Texas to be closer to their headquarters. So it's put quite the strain on our relationship. It's a long distance. And, we do our best to stay connected. But I was woken up in the middle of the night by an attack. And I would like to share it with you. I would like to share it with you now. So I wake up with a link. All right. I wake up to a link. That takes me to this page right here. All good. No worries. All right. A hub for content with a feminine leaning vibe and voice. Podcast, DIY, game shows, cozy games, makeup, and more. Cool. Looks beautiful. And I wake up to a link to this specific video here. Now, again, I don't know if you're familiar with Rooster Teeth or Funhouse. They're a pretty significant channel. And Armando, good friend of mine, works for them. So here's the clip. I'm just going to play it. I'm going to stop vamping, and I'm just going to play it, and then we'll all be the judge. Right? This is what I woke up to.
Josh Michaels, fellow comedian. Because we've both gotten busier, we just, we don't talk like we used to. So I'm going to give him a call.
Message for.
Oh, well, hey man, I just wanted.
This is fake.
One of my best friends, Josh Michaels, fellow comedian. Because we've both gotten busier, we just, we don't talk like we used to. So I'm going to give him a call.
Message for.
It didn't even ring, dude.
Well, hey man.
And then he goes to leave a voicemail.
One of my best
This never happened. This never happened. I will bring up my call logs. This never happened. This is a coordinated assault. This is a highly edited piece of internet content to make me look bad. And we look at All Good, No Worries. Shout out. They look, very well put together show. Love the vibe. But they said, seems like Josh is a little too busy to answer crying emoji. Now, I think, dude, that, they have some pretty talented editors back there behind the scenes, making this look a little bit different than it actually happened. And could it possibly be that I didn't answer? Sure, that's one thing. But for it to go straight to voicemail, and then for when it comes time to leave the actual voicemail, for it to cut out, like I have some control over that. Okay, I do my best. And like I said, sometimes I fall short. But I don't know. Right now I'm debating two things. I am debating apologizing, which do I apologize for possibly being occupied? I don't think that's something to apologize for. Or do I call Armando on the spot and see how he answers? See if he answers. I don't know. But I just want to say, if you see this clip floating around the internet, it's doctored. But it's also very likely that I didn't answer. But I do want to say that I also wouldn't have just sent it to voice. I don't do that. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be transparent. I let it ring. Because I know the person on the other end is going to be able to tell that I went straight to voicemail. And why would I want that? I let it ring. I might click it, silence it, but I let it ring. Am I a bad friend? Maybe. And for that, I'm sorry. For that, I'm sorry.
Bro, lost for real.
The streets were calling Josh. Damn, Brandon King, Josh out here like Yasop was to Usopp, not present.
Shitty. Bro,
wow, Brandon. I mean, Brandon said JK, but I know what you meant. You sent it to voicemail. You're not gaslighting us. I mean, look at the power of editing, dude. It's magical. Magic. So that was just a little thing I wanted to address right there. Maybe in the future, maybe sometime, I'll call and I'll put him on the same I'll put him on the spot too, in the same position. Let me open up our Discord and go through the community live section now to see what else we got. I also want to say some other things that we're planning on doing in the very, very near future is that we can talk about is a stream. God damn it. Does anybody else, the wheel on my mouse is broken. Oh, damn. I want to see if that's up too. It might not be up. Okay, good. I found it. Okay, I got it. What was I saying before that? Oh, yeah, some stuff we got coming up. So we got a stream coming up soon, a JoJo stream. I know this is a more of a One Piece, specifically One Piece live action stream, but we're going to be doing a JoJo stream at the beginning or in the middle of next month. We're really going to plan on getting that together. I recently popped in on Kev DOG. The boy popped in on his charity stream for the Maui wildfires and got to meet a lot of cool new people, X-Forts being one of those people who had some very kind words to say about the channel in general, but about wanting to talk about JoJo. So that's huge. That's a creator that, you know, I really respect and who's really doing the damn thing. And it's such a huge presence in the JoJo community to me. That was really nice to hear, and really looking forward to getting X-Forts, Kev, and some other JoJo creators on that. Going to be shooting for next month for that. We also were on the Rat King, JD Legend. We were also on his stream.
I don't actually use logic when I do these things.
I don't know how he releases these things. Let me look this up. Maybe other people in the chat know more about how he does it, but it was a stream, and I think it's gonna go up, but it's not up. So maybe it's on Twitch. I'm gonna look on Twitch. I don't know. I don't know how he does it. I don't know if he waits a week to put it out, if he like chops it up, or if he has like an editor chop it up. But let me look on Twitch, because he went live simultaneously on Twitch and on YouTube. Oh,
did it come up with
it's
YouTube?
On Twitch. Okay, it's on Twitch. And my inner rat came out, dude. My inner rat came out. Someone said I think it's up. It's on Twitch. I can't find it on YouTube. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm actually dumb. Because I go to lives, right? Latest, and I don't see it. Unless it's organized differently, unless we just go to like videos. But I don't see it there either. Either way, I have it here. Let's see. My inner rat came out is all I'm saying. I've never like this side of me, I don't think it's ever come out this far. And it was so much fun. Here's a little bit of it right here. Let's see if I can do this. I think this is, yeah. Yeah, she's grabbed his genitalia.
Oh, yeah.
She has. That does count.
I just don't know the color of the other Oh, we had a trial.
Mushroom.
We had a trial.
One,
purple, but what was it called? Defending
but
Chopper.
That
because we're tired of the slander.
He would have seen the correct mushroom color. He would have known.
But I think it was later during the tier list, you know, where we're ranking like this is an agenda tier list. For me personally, I just and I didn't get it at first. Like I didn't, you know, not that I didn't get it, but like
you said why what?
It took me a while to really, you know, for the agenda to wash over me, for me to be taken by the agenda, and for my inner rat to come out. But when it did, and it was kind of scary. It was kind of scary, to be honest, because I blacked out, and I really, after the stream ended, I really came to again, and I asked Mehgan, I said, "What happened?" And she said, "You went full rat," and that's why I've been trying so hard to find the stream so I could kind of remember what went down. But in all seriousness, it was so fun. Shout out to Jay. It's on Twitch. I can't find it on YouTube. Maybe someone can help out with that. But it was a blast, dude. Every time we talk to Jay, every time we do anything with Jay, it's like it's just like our energies, and we said this on the stream too. Our energies, our senses of humor, like we just click. And it just like kind of falls into place. And I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, it's just good vibes, good energy. And we love doing anything with Jay and need to have Jay on our channel again. But yeah, I just wanted to, if anybody missed that, you can see it on his Twitch. And it was a really, really good time. And I said some wild shit, dude. And maybe it's good that I can't find it on YouTube because I said some wild shit, dude. I brought up Jeffrey Dahmer for no reason. I was trying to make a case for Chopper. Everybody was going after Hero Look. Everybody, I mean, look, to defend Chopper, did I have to throw Hero Look under the bus a bit? Sure, yeah. And did I kind of in a weird way, for some unknown reason, compare him to Jeffrey Dahmer? Yeah, but it was to make a point. It was to make a point. And was that the best person I could have brought up? Probably not. Could I have done a better job? Sure. But I did what I had to do. And sometimes in the heat of passion in the court, in the judicial system, you just gotta speak from your heart to defend the ones you love. And I was going up against a behemoth of agenda. And so I had to be out there with it. I had to come out. And and I said some things. But in all seriousness, it was such a good time. So shout out Jay again for having us on. Gabe said, I'll never forget Josh used Dahmer as a defense for Chopper. That said, Losh did a horrific job defending Chopper. I mean, I tried. Jonathan R., yeah, that Dahmer shit was wild, Josh. What were you thinking? I had a plan. And the most fucked up thing is in my mind, I know what point I was trying to make. And I just didn't articulate it correctly. I didn't articulate it well enough. And that's on me. And that's on no one else but me. Let's see. So that was that. JoJo stream coming up soon. Now we move to the community live. Just want to see what else is in here. What's popping. And maybe now I could do this. Give me 1 second. I'll make this a little bit bigger. I think here, let me do this. Sorry. Apologies. Wasn't ready for this on the fly necessarily, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Sure. Let's do that. I think we're good here. This is the community live section of the Discord. Let's see. We got to catch up. I think this is around the time that we left off, right around here. And we did watch this last time. Some interview stuff, the Sanji, who is stronger, Sanji or Zorro. We watched a bit of that. And Taz has to defend Sanji, and McKenyu has to defend Zorro. And it's, I mean, don't even get me started, dude. I don't want to be that divisive right now. But I think right now, currently, look, I love Taz. He's my guy. But I would have to say Zorro. If we're talking some shit that we saw in Wano, especially in the anime, and what we kind of saw from both of them, I mean, they both got significant power-ups. But I don't want to start a debate. I'm just saying, if I had to throw my hat in the ring, I would be throwing it in for Zorro as being stronger than Sanji. Oh, Paladin talking about Ahsoka right here. Oh shit, dude. Am I going to watch it or am I not going to watch it? I think it was Japanese Jim who was saying that he liked it, but he really didn't understand it. And that's what I've been hearing, dude. That you got to be familiar with the lore, and I'm not familiar with the lore. Wired interviews from Gabe. Wired interview was fun. Jacob said, wish someone would tell me about my daddy. That's fucking funny, dude. That's funny. Robotune made it to another live. Let's go. Air horn for that, my guy. Yeah, am I going to watch it? Who knows? But fucking Disney, dude. This is how you do it. The only reason I would ever watch it is because Filoni seems to not be baloney. He seems to be pretty pretty good at everything he's had his hands on. So we'll see. Beans D Zorro, the wanted posters from the live action. This is kind of crazy, dude. Mihawk. This one looks great. Arlong. This shit looks like claymation. This shit looks a little goofy, but it does look like it does in the like it looks like his actual wanted poster in the anime and manga. I mean, it just looks it looks fake, dude. It looks like he was molded out of clay. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just a wanted poster, but it is what it is. This shit. This is it right here. This is it. This is it. This is a perfect photo, perfect poster. I'm getting this blown up, HD, 4K. This is beautiful. And the Mihawk one's cool too. I wanted to share a little video I made a few weeks ago to celebrate Gear 5. All right, let's go. This is Gear 5 stuff too. So if you're just here to talk about the live action and you're not caught up, just wanted to give you that moment. That fair warning. I wanted to share a little video I made to celebrate Gear 5. All right, here we go. That was fucking lit, dude. Oh! Let's go with the boing boing. With the boing boing. My man's got that boing boing. That was sick. That was sick, dude. I mean, how are we feeling about the Gear 5? So we're still hype. We're still hype. We're still hype. I heard some people, I heard some people had some things to say, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I thought it was fantastic. Fantastic. And when are we going to get that new OP? Damn. I thought we were supposed to get it in the latest episode. 1073. Right? It wasn't there. I know it's been postponed. Animators, it's a hard job. It's a hard gig. I can't imagine. I don't animate things. Never have. Can't imagine. Don't have the patience for it. Would love to do it. Don't have the patience for it. But I thought we were getting it into 73. Josh, this is from Winston. If you could cast a future role for the OPLA, what character would you cast? Okay, let me think of what's coming up. Okay. I mean, I would love to be able to have a hand in casting, another Straw Hat, right? Like a Frankie or a Robin, I guess. I don't really have anything like set in stone or any idea, I guess, of who I would cast as Robin. I know Paladin has suggested an actress a couple times. But let me think. Who do I? I'm going to need a minute. But I do want to come back to that. At Croc. Can you imagine like casting Croc would be crazy too. Damn. Cast Whitebeard, said Brandon King. Ace, I think has Ace been cast too? I think there was some rumors. Smoker Tashigi. I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm trying to think of if anybody pops into my head. But that's the thing I really do like about a lot of these actors that they have cast is that, they aren't like super, super known. I mean, obviously Jamie Lee Curtis, come on now. Like, she has to do it at this point. Kariha, she has to do it at this point. And that's the only big name that I think we should settle for. Because it would be a draw. She'd be a draw. She'd draw a lot of people in. I don't know. Oh, what if, hear me out, dude. Caster Lucci. Hear me out, dude. We cast Jack Black as Wapple. Drum Island, we cast Jack Black as Wapple. He could do it. That's it right there. Got it. David Tennant as Spandam? That would be fucking lit, dude. Can you imagine getting David Tennant in the live action? Yo. Yo, that would be like the crossover of fandoms, like my perfect crossover. Doctor Who, One Piece, boom. I mean, he could be a good spandom. He could be. I mean, shit. Now I'm just gonna try to cast David Tennant in One Piece. All right, I could think about that for forever. So we got that. Little heads up, as of today, a few people have already seen the show. They're already putting non-spoiler reviews up and answering people's questions people have on Reddit. So I think this is I think that's the link I clicked on to get to the article. Could be. Let me click off for a second just to see what happens. No. But if this is Bean's art, by the way, this shit is fire as fuck, dude. I love this. Like, they're a little chonky, dude, but I love it. Like, this is a vibe. I look at, like, thick boys, but like, this is. I'm obsessed. Back to Discord real quick, and I think we actually shout out D La Joy Boy. That's an icon I love looking at. D La Joy Boy with a super chat. Have you seen the video of the cast answering the top 50 Ask One Piece questions? I don't think I've seen that one, but again, we'll go through. I'm down to check it out. Shout out D La Joy Boy. David Tennant as Hiruluk. That would be fucking lit. Holy shit, dude. All right, let me go back here. We got this. We already watched Paladin sharing Fiona and Kate. You know what? I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the first episode. I'm always itching for some more Adventure Time stuff. I mean, I hope they don't beat it, into the ground, but I'm gonna watch it. Beans. So we got that. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. It's too perfect. Has nothing to do with promo or promotes anything, but just a creative and awesome. What is this? What the hell? Can I watch it here? What the hell? It's like a machine gun or something? Oh my god! Holy shit. That's dope, dude. This reminds me, like, oh my god, it's a massacre. It's a massacre. And the slow-mo shot, too much. Jabba, the only one still standing. Jabba is the only, oh, there it went, last one. I want a salt gun. Kill some flies, dude. That's what I've really been wanting. Yeah, this is the article that we clicked on here. This is from A Beautiful Lie. JJK. Shibuya trailer tomorrow? What the heck? For real? Oh my god, dude. It was so funny because why I was on the go during Kev DOG during his stream is because me and Mehgan were on the way to a mutual friend's birthday party. And I, got the days mixed up. But when we got there, a lot of people there were talking about JJK. And, Nolan, Megan's cousin, was there, who's been on the show before, talked about One Piece with him. He was there. He was talking about JJK. Some of his friends talking about JJK. And I was telling him about season 2. And, I mean, it was so cool to be able to hear their perspective on, like, what to anticipate from Shibuya. And even after that, without giving too many things away. But we all put the pressure on Mehgan, like, you got to catch up. But I understand, you got to watch things when you're ready to watch them, or else you won't really enjoy them as much because you'll feel like, you're being forced to watch something, so you're not going to be as receptive to it as if you wanted to watch it on your own. But we were laying it on thick, dude. We were trying to get her to watch it. Because I've just been blown away by this season. And yeah, I do want to talk about it at some point. I would like to collect my thoughts and really like just, I don't know, share my experience with it, because I mean, with JJK, it's been such a crazy journey, dude. And you know, here I am, season 2, in love. It's crazy. I cannot wait to see that Shibuya trailer, and it's coming soon too. Beans, showing that prank 'em Kobe. Beans killing it, dude. God, it looks like, you know, it's like the snail is in a shell, or it does look like it's in like I think it's a shell, yeah, but it could look like it's like a barrel of some sort, but it's a shell because of the thing that's coming out of the end. But it almost looks like one of those, you know, those like old English, you know, that shit that like fucking the colonial, you know, from the colonial days or whatever, the presidents and shit, like vampires and shit wear them. The collars, the ruffle collars, it kind of looks like that. And the mustache and the beard ain't helping either. That thing is scary, dude. That thing is gonna this is what's at the club, dude. This is who's at the club. You know, try like scoping, pretty much, just looking on the lookout for something, and sinister, in a sinister way. This is a scary guy right here. But you know, A Beautiful Lie. Oh, I heard about this, dude. Or you know who else this kind of reminds me of? This reminds me of, like, you know how, like, I've only been to like one rave in my life, but you know how it's like mostly young people, and then there's like one older guy there. That's who this snail is right here. He's like the older guy at the rave, or like at a club. He's like the older guy at the club. That's what I meant by like the guy lurking. Like it's clearly not his demographic, but he's there. And it's kind of weird. You know, that's the vibe that this snail is giving me right here. I did see this. So Freyrin is a series that I've fallen in love with. I really have. It's just been a kind of cozy series to casually read in my downtime, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And when it got announced, when an anime adaptation got announced, I was super excited. Then it was revealed that the premiere episode is going to be 2 hours, and I think even 2 hours and some change, if I'm right about that. Let me actually open this link up, because this is crazy. Oshinoko really did the damn thing with its hour-long premiere. And another conversation that me and Mehgan were having is how many series like we feel would benefit from also having an hour-long premiere. In the case of Freyrin, it's, or you know, and I always say it, pronounce it wrong, whatever. I'm sorry, I suck. But 2 hours is like a movie. Like it's going to be the length of a film, and that's, I think, awesome, because it is such a better way to hook people. If your show is a slower burn, you can pace it in a way that makes it feel like a movie. So by the end of it, they're invested. That's what Oshinoko did by adapting the entire first volume in its first episode and releasing it as a extra long premiere. It hooked you. Like, it knew where its hook was, and it wanted to make sure that people were at least given that, because I think that is when you decide if this is something that you want to continue or not, or this is like, that's when you really know what the show is about. And I honestly think that, like, I can imagine that there are a lot of people who got to that point and were like, yeah, I'm out. Like, that's the part that hooks you. So they were so smart to do it that way. And I think Freyrin is going to be very similar, like with this 2 hour premiere. I'm super excited. And I wonder, like, are they doing episodes after that? I don't know, but I think they are, or if they might just kind of come out with like these longer movie episodes. But I think they're doing shorter episodic episodes after this. But I don't know. Either way, I think it's great that they're starting with an extra long premiere. Super excited about that. And we have Blue Pikmin. Oh, is this some original art, my guy? This is fire, dude. I love it. Looks like Oh my God. Actually, it looks really good. The hatching, the shading, it looks almost like colored pencil, but especially right here, this is fire, dude. Oh my God. This is really good. My guy right here, Croc. Shout out Blue Pikmin. And that's his icon too. Love it. So this is D. LaJoy Boy posted this one. So I guess they're talking about some of these things in the interview. So we'll watch this too right now. I think I can open this up on the YouTubes. Let me see.
We're the cast of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Oh my God, dude, this Parvision here. Oh my God. What does he have to say? Damn, where's the star? Ow! You know, dude, in every galaxy, there's more than just one star. How about that? There's a lot of stars in the sky. And some of them are right here, right now. And some of them are busy working on other things. Some of them are holding it down and putting in work for other projects. So if you want to come on here and attack, I'm just kidding. I love you, Par. In a galaxy far, far away, Monty the Star is eating catnip. Oh, Mehgan, huh? I thought you were talking about Mehgan. I thought you were calling Mehgan the Star, which she is. And I thought you were calling me I don't know what I would be. I guess Uranus. I guess I would be fucking Uranus, or I don't know. Maybe I think I would be Pluto, because Pluto they kicked Pluto out. I would be maybe Uranus. You know what I'm trying to say. But shout out Par. What up, Par? Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for popping in and saying what's up. I miss you, and I want to go to New York and I want to see you. LOL. Uranus is often called the 5-star. Oh shit. The 5 is called the 5-star fish? Bro, you're talking about starfish now? Like we all don't know what starfish is? Code name for butthole? You come on this stream right now. We're having a pleasant conversation. This is like what we did to you and Siv when you guys were talking about God knows what, and we came into your chat and started talking about porn stars. And again, see the connective tissue right there. Porn star, starfish, butthole. It comes full freaking circle, dude. And that's what you do. That's what you do. You come on. He said it. We all know what it's code for. Because to be frank, it does resemble a star. Not a starfish necessarily, but a star. But yeah, I thought when you said star earlier, you were talking about Mehgan. But maybe you were talking about Monty. I don't know. Either way, there's multiple stars in the galaxy. And guess what, Par? You're one of them. Believe it or not. You're one of them. We're just talking about some One Piece live action stuff. Me and Mehgan are going to get to go to the fan celebration tomorrow. And we're going to get to see the first episode tomorrow. So we're pretty excited about that. I mean, if you live closer, maybe you could have been there. Could have been you. But you live where you live, and it is what it is. Jealous, should I fly out? Yeah, you should. You honestly should. You act like you didn't do that recently. You act like you didn't just on a whim. No plans at all. You just bought a ticket and then showed up the next day, which is the most gangster thing of all time. You know how baller that is? Like, that's how Par rolls. He said, I'm going to be there, bought a ticket, made it happen within like 24 hours. I've never been that spontaneous in my life. I mean, maybe spontaneous in other ways, but not like that, dude. That man dropped everything. Crazy. RoboToon said, I'm going to the one in Santa Monica tomorrow. That's the one we're going to. We'll be there too. RoboToon. We're going to be Genzo, and it doesn't have the windmill on it yet, so I apologize. We're going to be Genzo. Is it on straight? And Nojiko. Par, you saw the new pictures or what? What do you think of them Den Den mushies? What do you think of them Den Den mushies? The lips, the Den Den. Never mind, I'm gonna stop, dude. Par gets me acting out of pocket. I was gonna say Den Den gushies, but let's not do that because they just have like a shine to them. It makes me think all kinds of things. But Bogard, I haven't seen the pics. I saw the thumbnail, but Bogard, I saw that. Yeah, let me show you one of these snails. I think they look good. All jokes aside, I think they look great. And I'm surprised you haven't seen them, dude. What do you even do? That was out of pocket. I apologize. I apologize for that. Bro, where it's at right now, it's so hot. Okay, here it is. Let me adjust it. Only the best for you, Par. Only the best. Bro, this shit looks crazy. But I like it. I think it looks good. I think it looks really good. And I think we're all on the same page, right? We like this. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple people that, are gonna have some nightmares. But yeah. Dead soon. Josh, calm down. Par gets me acting up. There's only 2 people in this world that get me acting up, and it's Par Vision and it's Taz Skylar. That's right. You heard it here first, dude.
You know One Piece, right? It's the biggest Japanese manga on the planet.
The texture is kind of what? Kind of what? Say it. Why is it so realistic? Because it's live action. It's live action. This is the texture of snails, dude. They did a lot of research. I didn't know the Dendemushi ate lettuce. I mean, it makes sense though, right? You got to feed them. They're living things. You have to take care of them. And that's why I want them to roll out. No, but it's not like it's realistic to a ball sack. Bro, I don't know if you just self-reported that your balls have this texture, but you need to go see a doctor, bro. That's absolutely insane. Maybe we're built different. Maybe we're built different. But this do not look familiar to me. But I've seen a slug and a snail and they're smooth. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I have seen a snail and slug, and typically they are smooth. And that texture, it looks reptilian almost. But what I'm saying is, I want one of these. I want one of these, and I was telling the chat earlier, I want one, and I want it to be similar to like a Furby. It talks and it emotes. You know what I mean? I want one. I need one. I'll make one. I mean, we already have Vivi over here, our own snail transponder right here. Look up giant snail. Okay. All right. Let me look up giant snail. Let me see. Bro, I'm going to get grossed out because I don't know what it is about like certain textures and stuff. But I don't know. I don't do well. I don't do well. Especially with like bugs and stuff. But here, let me readjust the framing of this and we'll look up giant snail together and we'll see. We'll see. All right. That's probably fine. All right. Giant snail. Sorry. I had to readjust. Giant snail. Okay. Smooth. Smooth. Very smooth. I'm actually going to do this because I'm tired of people not being able to see what I'm showing them. Because the chat is covering it. And also, yeah. Giant snail. Now, this looks a little suggestive, too. I apologize. But, yeah, it doesn't have the same texture. It's a pretty smooth guy. But look at this one right here. Now, this one, I see a little texture. Explain that. Still not the same texture. It does look reptilian. God, snails are fucking crazy. Oh, that one has like the little dots on it. That one has it. That one has it. I'm gonna throw up, dude. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like the slimy texture or whatever. But there it is, dude. Right there. In nature. In nature. He didn't read it. Shh. Don't bring it up to him. Okay. Let me see. Gotta go back. Gotta go back. What is Par saying? Reptilian. That's it. Oh, you're talking about this right here? This right here? This, I can't even say this out loud. I don't even want to say this out loud. This filth. This filth. Right here. This is some shit I would say, though, actually. That one looks like a wrinkly 90-year-old, but I'm sure it feels smooth, though. I don't know about that, dude. That's pretty sus. It looks wrinkly, but I'm sure it feels smooth. Why don't you keep that? Why don't you keep that kind of stuff to yourself, Mr. Vision? But this guy, come on, dude. He's kind of cute. I gotta, readjust it every single time. But he's kind of cute, right? The Garp one, that's a different story, bro. This shit, fuck. This shit, not as cute. Not as cute. This shit, cute. Can we agree? I mean, yeah. Yeah, right here. We have a clear winner, and these are just two of the many that we're going to see. I love him. The more I look at him, the more I like him. Sorry. What kind of filth is Par spouting now? Out of context, that line was crazy. You were looking at a snail. Bro, it got the pre-time skip Sonic teeth. Okay, it kind of does. And that's what we did kind of mention too. The human teeth, wild. Like a little, that's what I think makes it a little crazy. And we talked about the lips, dude. The lips, they got big, juicy lips. Like, why they got to be so juicy? You know what I'm saying? Like, snails don't have lips. And let's just look up, because, sometimes for these things, you gotta be reminded of what like a early Dendem Mushi looks like. So let me see. Let me just. Do I still have that sound too? I used to have it, but I don't think I have it anymore. And I'm gonna try to pick a good photo. Right. I love these, by the way. There was this like line, and they were coming out with some. I don't know if it's this one exactly, but yeah. So I mean, these are what I'm used to them looking like in the show, in the anime and the manga. These were the ones like I wanted, and I don't see luscious lips, dude. I don't know whose idea it was to say, you know what? Let's fill them out. Let's really fill them out. I want people to really, you know what I mean? Really fixate on these things. Like they're their defining feature. Let's make their defining feature. Like, I mean, come on. Even the Big Mom one right here. But then we have this. And like I said, I'll leave it up to you. But those lips are a whole nother thing right there. Axham Morgan's got melanin lips. I guess the skin tone was right. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the size. Par is wild, dude. He came in here with hot snail takes. Wait, wasn't there a live action SpongeBob? What's Gary look like? Come on, dude. Only you would know that. After that stream where we were talking about all that SpongeBob lore. SpongeBob, I think there was a SpongeBob live action, but it was like mixed with live action, and so it was like 3D, digital, whatever. Live action Gary. Let's just see what comes up. Oh no, he's cute. Oh no, he's cute. But this is, I don't think, what you were talking about. Because this is, yeah, just 3D. I think they went to the real world, but yeah. And I'm sure this isn't it, but again, this is cute. This is cute. Hold on, sorry. This is cute. All these photos right here, Gary, cute. You want to know why? Because they didn't accentuate the lips. Come on, look at it. Oh, come on. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it is. Big Mom's one has lips. Yeah, but they're not, they're not juicy like the other one. Barry motivated. Oof, I'm at work, but wanted to jump in and say hi. What up, Barry? Sorry that when you came in, we were talking about lips. We were talking about snail lips, which also sounds wrong. And I mean, this video is probably going to get age restricted because we're over here talking about snail lips. And I just want to say that we're actually talking about giant snails and their juicy human lips. It is what it is. I mean, it might sound bad, but it's not. We're doing research over here. We're doing work. We're working. We're being sleuths, detectives. That's all it is. Let me cue this up again. Sorry. I just like looking at him, dude. I like looking at him. Hot fart. What up, Josh? I just went on an hour run in 80 degree heat. I'm a sweaty hot fart. That sounds a little bit like that. Because you got a little bit, the cheeks clap a little bit with the moisture. What kind of lips, Josh? Human. I said human, dude. I don't twist my words, dude. Don't do that. All I'm saying is I've met a person with these kind of lips. I have. I recognize that mouth anywhere. And it's not like that. Like, you guys want to make it like that, but it's not like that. It's just something that is a fact, and it's true, and I'm saying out loud. Huh? Cheek claps? I haven't been typing, and he's still like this. It's not me, it's him. Okay, but it did change. It did hella swampy, but it did change, bro. We were about to get into an interview. See, even KO Destroyer, are we gonna watch the Wired video or what? See, because you came in here and disrupted. Just kidding, Par. I love you. I love you, and it's a joy. It's a blast every time. Every time you spontaneously grace us with your presence, we are grateful. All right, let's check out this interview, okay? I've seen parts of it. I've seen clips of it, but not the whole thing.
One Piece, and today we have to answer 50 of the most asked questions about the show. Why are we waiting for?
That was a good one.
What is the One Piece?
It's supposed to be the greatest treasure in the world, and he left it all in one piece.
I got my buzzer.
But we don't know.
And maybe it's nothing.
My theory is that the One Piece must be a taco.
Sounds.
It only makes sense, right?
What?
It's the greatest treasure in the world.
Why are they called the Straw Hat Pirates?
Luffy is our captain. He wears a straw hat, and we are the Straw Hat Pirates. What is the Straw Hat Pirates ship?
When? At first,
it's the Going Merry.
And
which,
then...
God, look at him, too, contemplating. I mean, he's not even trying. But, I mean, he's doing a lot. Without even trying.
Thousand Sunny. What do all the Straw Hat Pirates do on the ship? Okay, so I think on a normal day in the Going Merry, Luffy, he steals food from the kitchen.
Oh wait, cute. This is totally not what I thought we were just gonna say, like our jobs. But I love you. I love you diving into
his reaction was like, wait, what? We're not doing that?
I'm the captain of the ship.
Nami is the navigator on the ship.
I look for the best spots to On the ship to sleep, take a nap.
Ooh, someone said this video has spoils a lot in the manga. I think Mehgan watched more of this video than I did, and she was even telling me about that. She was like, yo, I was kind of surprised that they ended up revealing as much as they did in this video. And Tess said, Losh doesn't like giving spoiler warnings.
Bro, Losh for real.
So far, I don't think anything that significant has been spoiled. So take that, Tess. Just kidding. I know you're looking out. And yeah, here it is. Here it is. Be warned. Be warned.
Right hand man.
The first
can
mate,
do whatever I want.
Usopp takes care of the ship.
And I'm the cook.
How does Monkey D. Luffy's ability work?
I'm a rubber man. I just throw punches and it hits.
What is a devil fruit?
My character Luffy, he ate a fruit, which is a devil fruit, and it gave him powers. There's a lot of different types of devil fruits. The one that Luffy ate is the gum gum fruit, which made him a rubber man. But the thing about devil fruits is that it makes that the sea turns its back against you, so you cannot swim and you sink immediately. So that's why they're devil fruits, I guess. It's like making a deal with the devil. You get powers, but you cannot swim.
How does Roanoke Zo?
I thought that was going to be the point where he spoiled something. Where he said, like, it is this, but, and then he said something else. But I thought Iñaki, Parf said, you know what, I realized it's a good thing Iñaki isn't caught up. I thought he was for some reason. I thought they were. Because Mehgan was saying that they say some wild shit in this interview. That they would have to be caught up.
Or a fight with 3 swords.
One in his mouth.
Strong jaw. What does Nami's tattoo represent?
I got to get that soundbite. One in his mouth.
First one is Arlong. Second one is the pinwheel.
Tattoo represent?
Oh, tattoo.
First one is Arlong. Second one is the pinwheel. And also the tangerine, so it's a representation of her family and her home.
Who is Gold?
I've never been so proud.
He started everything.
He's the one who declared that the One Piece is out there and set everybody out on a mission to find it.
Yeah, some people might really like him.
Wealth, fame, power.
What's the significance of the letter D?
The will of D.
The will of D.
Luffy, you've
Monkey
got
D.
his
Luffy.
dad, you've got Garp. It's all these people
Rocks
who have
D.
a very
Oh, he did throw that out.
strong, arguably unbreakable will.
What does this say right here? Yes, it is the will of D, but the letter D means they are the natural enemies of the gods of this world.
And power.
Is that
It's a mystery.
Is that a spoiler? Is that I don't think
Maybe it
that
stands for
is too
dreamers.
crazy.
Or donuts.
What are the names of all the oceans in One Piece?
East blue, west blue, north blue, south blue.
What is the Grand
speed,
Line? I think
too.
our resident map reader would be the most exacted person to answer this
What was
question.
the line? The Grand Line is a treacherous stretch of ocean filled with bigger pirates, bigger monsters, ripe with riches, and like ready for the picking or something like that.
Oh, you would. It was so like
close. It was so close.
Who are the 7 warlords of the sea?
Pirates that the Marines sanctioned to help do the things that Marines can't do. Pirate mercenaries.
Basically.
So I know a few. Mihawk, Crocodile, well, that's right. Crocodile. Jinbei.
Gecko Moria.
Gecko Moria, Boa Hancock. Bertilla
Okay.
Kuma.
Oh, wait.
Maybe you guys can answer what's the 7th.
Doflamingo.
I cannot remember. Oh,
Doflamingo.
yeah. Oh!
Who is
It felt like was she giving him a hard time for the way he pronounced it right there? Or was she like, don't say, because like was he gonna give other things away? That was kind of interesting.
Yasop?
Who is Yasop? Who is Yasop? Man.
I wish someone would tell me about my daddy.
That's
Yasop
funny.
is
That's funny as fuck.
Usopp's father. He's a marksman. He's a sniper. It's definitely part of why Usopp wants to go out and be a brave warrior.
How does the ship travel underwater?
So they do something called coding on the Thousand Sunny so that it can go underwater.
It's like a bubble.
Yeah, and the little bubbling. Whoop.
Can the Going Mary fly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a little adjustments.
It's a magical ship.
Oh, I
it can do
cannot
anything.
wait to
That's
see
my
that.
baby. She fly.
Who
I
is
mean, it won't be for a
stronger
while,
than
but,
Gold D. Roger?
I know this one actually, maybe.
Do
Rocks D. Sevic.
I think it's subjective.
Is Usopp a guy?
Okay. So he is saying he's dropping names, but out of context, it's not like a crazy spoiler. Because if you didn't know, you'd be like, who is that? And then when it is revealed, it is an opinion, I guess, but it's implied, right? I mean, it's implied that this is obviously this man's rival that gave him a run for his money. But I don't think that's huge. Is it? I'm bad, dude. I'm bad at discerning like what is a spoiler and what is not a spoiler.
God. Wow, what? I don't even know how to answer that question. He's not, I don't know.
He's not.
He's not a god.
He's not, but
he is a god.
What?
But
he is a god.
He does some god. He does some godlike things, you know.
Who is the creator of One Piece?
And that's and I just want to say, Peep Cheetahs, you're saying. I mean, do we even know Zebek? I mean, exactly. Like we, it could end up being. I've always loved the theory and the idea that, that Zebek could be like touted to be this like very formidable sort of like adversary, but when we finally get to learn more about him, that he could be similar to Buggy. Like it could be a Buggy situation. I like that idea a lot. I don't know if there's really anything to back that up because of how little we really know about him, but I do think that would be interesting. And D. LaJoy Boy saying name drops without context aren't really spoilers in my opinion. And I mean, I kind of agree. Gabe said it's implied that Roger had to team up with Garp to defeat Rox. I mean, that's where I think, you would get that from. But again, maybe it's a like Rox was like not a cross guild situation, but you know what I mean, where he was like the Buggy figure of that group. Josh, you watched the video? What video? Your video? You have a video about it? Is he slandering me and complimenting me at the same time? You made a video about that? I'll watch it right now. I'll watch it after this. I will continue on from that.
I don't know.
Oh, disrespectful.
It was like,
don't even.
No, yeah. Let's not joke around. Because that's a serious thing.
it's a serious thing.
Sorry, Oda Sensei.
We love you, Oda Sensei.
We love you, Oda Sensei.
Eiichiro Oda, the legend himself. He created One Piece in 1997 when he was like 17 years old.
Crazy.
No. He's
Absolutely
so young.
fucking crazy.
He's like one of the best like storytellers of our time. Why did Buggy get so big?
Okay, that's a little bit of a
It's for
spoiler. 'cause
show,
we do know
though.
who
He's
Buggy
just using
is.
the chop fruit to make a really big, like, cloak. He looks like a tick.
It's more about he has insecurity issues.
Yeah.
Buggy, if you're listening,
But that's
bro,
like future
love you,
character.
man.
we love you as you are.
Why is One Piece so popular? It's like saying, why is the Bible so popular?
And he throws the corn down as he
Who is Yamato?
She's from Wano.
She's from Wano.
And
Piece
she's
is better than the
Kaido's daughter.
This has been something I've been like
Piece is
reading
my
on
Bible.
Twitter because there's such a massive discourse. Is Yamato a girl? Is Yamato a boy?
Oh, they talk
because
about this.
in the manga they use male pronouns, but then there's a certain point where they say, oh, it's Kaido's daughter. Yamato is a very powerful hockey user, ice powers, also, yeah.
Is Jinbe a member of the Straw Hat Pirates?
Jinbei, technically, yes. He didn't
That's
officially
kinda
join.
crazy.
He's not on the ship with them, but I do believe that they've said that he's an honorary member.
Who are the main admirals in One Piece?
Aokiji.
Aokiji, Kizaru, Fujitora. Those four, right?
They usually have 3 main admirals, but of course, as the story goes
these are
on,
characters
those
that we won't
change.
even
People
meet.
get
I mean, and these are just
their
names,
asses
right?
handed to them.
Who are the 4 emperors? Shanks.
Buggy's one, right?
Buggy.
That's crazy. That's
Blackbeard.
crazy. Taz, you're wild for
Somebody,
that.
who could the 4th one be?
I wonder who could it be. I guess we'll find out together.
Okay.
What is a fish?
To me, that's the most egregious. That's the most egregious right there because, yeah, that's huge. Jesus over rocks. And yeah, it's interesting because they talk about him being an honorary member, but it's like I don't know if they're just trying to answer in a non-spoilery way or not, but yeah. This video is for us, not new fans at all. That's a good point. Shout out Hot Fart. Will said, shout out Will. I don't blame the actors. Wired found the questions, and the cast is just answering them. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Right. It's a fish guy. Essentially, yeah. Half man, half fish.
Is it half and half quite explicitly? I feel like it can be 70.
I don't think it's not in the
quite-
sense of like there was one human and one fish and
Well, I don't know if we want to talk about
No, it's not like that sort of thing.
That's funny.
It's like if a human could breathe underwater and swim really fast and like had scales.
Where is Monkey D. Luffy from?
He's from Windmill Village, which is in the East Blue.
Who gave Monkey D. Luffy his hat?
Red-haired Shanks, the coolest pirate ever. He was in Windmill Village, and he became very close to Luffy. And before he left to continue his adventures, he gave him his most valuable treasure, his straw hat. And Luffy takes care of that straw hat with his life. And he promised to Shanks that he will give it back to him one day once he has become a great pirate.
What is the one rule Sanji will never break?
Never waste food. I mean, he's a pretty disciplined dude. He has a lot of rules.
Yeah.
I think never waste food is at the top of the list. All right, speed round it. What is Nami's dream?
To draw a map of the world.
Do Usopp's lies come true?
Every time.
Where does Roronoa Zorro get his
That's
swords?
what we're going to be getting
The
a lot
most
of, which
famous
I love.
sword,
I'm for.
Waluigi Monji, from a father of his childhood friend and rival Kuina.
Who are Monkey D. Luffy's parents?
Monkey D. Dragon and Unknown.
How did Sanji's
kinda crazy.
teacher lose his leg? He ate it.
Our Sniper King and Usopp the
Okay. We're going to see that in the show, right? And that's what I was going to say about one of the other points, too. It's like, we're going to see that in the show. Like, yeah, it's for us who already know. And it's fun. And I'm not blaming the actors at all. I mean, this is Wired. I mean, Wired is just, trying to make a video, whatever. But, I mean, let's say that people who haven't seen it watch it. Like, that's a cool moment that Wired is, robbing the new viewer of. Come on now.
Absolutely not.
Bro, no, it's not.
Who voices Monkey D. Luffy? There are many voice actors for Luffy in different languages, but Mayumi Tanaka, she has been voicing Luffy the longest since 1999. She is an amazing, amazing actress.
Where does Sanji work?
What point?
Nice.
You saw that, right? You saw it. First at the Baratier, then with the Straw Hat crew.
What is Zoro's dream? To be the world's greatest swordsman.
Who is the most wanted man?
That is Monkey D. Dragon. Yeah. What is Sanji's dream?
Find the All Blue.
What is the name of Luffy's brother?
Ace.
Orcas the Ace. Who is the strongest swordsman in One Piece besides, obviously, Zorro?
Mihawk.
Why is Frankie a cyborg? Well, he had to be.
Who are the Celestial Dragons? I think they're like descendants of like the people who...
The Celestial Dragons were the people who ended up being the world government.
How many One Piece episodes are there? I guess this is subjective to when you see this video. But right now, in this current moment, I
Currently
don't know the date.
Got it.
1065.
Does Frankie have a devil fruit?
No, he was offered one, but he said no.
He wasn't hungry.
What devil fruit did Chopper eat? Hito-hitonomi.
Human fruit.
Hito-hitonomi.
What are the 3 different types of devil fruit?
Paramecia, Soan,
And Logia.
And Logia. Why does Nami love money?
Because money's great. Next question.
Fair enough.
Question.
Who is stronger, Sanji
Forgot
or
Sabo,
Zoro?
shake my hand.
Let's not. We'll be here all day. All I'll say is I don't need any external weapons.
Look at the bounty. Look at the bounty. This was really fun.
Wow.
We have no more questions.
Woo, we did it. We did it.
That was dope, dude. Hell yeah, dude. They're amazing. I love their chemistry. The Sabo erasure. Will said, Wired isn't the most fan-friendly news source out there. They did an article on Brandon Sanderson, and it's super just mean-spirited. Yeah, dude, I heard about that. That was fucking wild. I think it was like someone went to his house and was really they said they were looking for something or it felt like they were looking for something to use against him and they couldn't find anything, so they just called him boring and they called him I didn't know that was Wired, but crazy. Emily Rudd is great, said Par. You still want to watch the Fraud Valley vid? Let me see. What do I search? Or send me the link. You can post the link, right, Par? Depends on the link, dude. Depends on the link. I'm gonna be honest. Waz Weiler, that's what I'm talking about right there. And again, dude, I don't want to create a divide. I don't want to create a God Valley, if you will, between fandoms. But I mean, I just have to look at the facts, and I have to say that currently, right now, Zorro is stronger than Sanji, and it's nothing against Sanji. It's nothing against him. Let's see if Par's gonna hit us with that link. Brandon King, snail is hype yet unsettling, Raph. Oh, was Raph talking about it? Oh, here it is.
History is the
34 minutes? I'm about to put you on 2 times speed right now. I wonder what you sound like. I wonder what you sound like on 2 times speed. Should we go all the way up to 2? That's too fast.
interpretation of the significance that the past has for us, and everyone in the world has a slightly different interpretation of
This is me, like, whenever I'm around Par. Hold on. Taking in all of his knowledge. This is me right here.
The more interpretations we gather, the easier it becomes to gain a sense of the whole. Today, we are going to do a deep dissection of rocks and God Valley, specifically chapter 957 and what was told to us by Sengoku. I want to dispel the rumors around rocks that he was not erased like God Valley was, and maybe even more importantly, that the characterization that people have accepted based off of what was told to us about rocks may not be accurate. I'm not saying rocks isn't evil, but what I am saying is chapter 957 doesn't exactly paint that picture to me. And I've interacted with a lot of creators and viewers who have a very different or boxed in interpretation of what was portrayed based on—
Got it, dude. Got all of it. Got all of it. Oh, that hurt my eyes, dude. That hurt my eyes. Receiving the vision. Receiving the vision. That's what I do. I received the vision. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna watch a little bit of it. 34 minutes is a long time, but because I love you, and I think you're out here, you're doing the Lord's work, and I think that you're an amazing creator, an amazing theory crafter, and an amazing human being. And I'm curious. I'm gonna put it on 1.5. How about that? I'll just watch a little bit of it. Let me do this. Oops. All right, that should be good. Let's see. You're wrong about God Valley. Rox Diesebek is a fraud? ? Love it.
History is the interpretation of the significance that the past has for us, and everyone in the world has a slightly different interpretation of our world. The more interpretations we gather, the easier it becomes to gain a sense of the whole. Today, we are going to do a deep dissection of rocks and God Valley, specifically chapter 957 and what was told to us by Sengoku. I want to dispel the rumors around rocks that he was not erased like God Valley was, and maybe even more importantly, that the characterization that people have accepted based off of what was told to us about rocks may not be accurate. I'm not saying rocks isn't evil, but what I am saying is chapter 957 doesn't exactly paint that picture to me, and I've interacted with a lot of creators and viewers who have a very different or boxed in interpretation of what was portrayed based on the dialogue in that chapter. So I'm here to clear the fog around God Valley and shine some of my insight on Rox Diesebek, one of the most mysterious figures in One Piece. So if you're new to the channel, the way I view the world is by making connections. So let me connect you to my vision, our vision.
Oh,
let's take it from the top here. We get an
lit,
introduction
dude.
into the rock.
That was lit. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Making connections. So let me connect you to my vision, the Par vision.
Bro, come on, dude. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna steal that sound. Let me connect you to the vision.
So if you're new to the channel, the way I view the world is by making connections. So let me connect you to my vision, the Par vision. Let's take it from the top here. We get an introduction into the rock subject not through Sengoku, it was actually through Fujitora. When Akainu informed Fujitora that Kaido and Big Mom are forming an alliance, his reaction was, "My word, it's the return of rocks." So Fujitora is aware of rocks, and Akainu responds, "You don't need to speak of it like some legend, it's all reality." All of this kind of already insinuating that the information around rocks shouldn't be regarded with the air of legends, and more as a matter of fact. But that serves as a transition to another part of Marine HQ, where Commodore Bernu is briefing us about the impending alliance between the two emperors. He says we have far too few details about this legendary rocks pirate crew. Sengoku adds some dialogue and says, "Seems like more than a few of our soldiers have never even heard of Rocks these days." He then goes on to say that Rocks was a group that came together on Pirate Island of Full of Lead that included Captain Rocks, Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido. The listening Marines were aghast at this revelation, and Sengoku adds that Shiki the Golden Lion, Silver Axe, Captain John, and Wang Ji were all big names who were also on the crew. Then the Marines, being debriefed, reacted by saying, "This can't be real. How can something this huge be lost to history?" And so Sengoku responds to this question saying, "Well, they got along so terribly, not one of them actually wants to tell the tale." So let's pause here because this is a huge point of contention. The understanding that I've heard from a lot of people is that Rox was so dangerous that he was erased from history along with God Valley. But I believe the two are separate. God Valley was said to have vanished without a trace and was an island that the world government wanted to hide, and it disappeared entirely. But this is not the fate that Rox suffered. The main difference that we can gather from the chapter, which we will go back to review, is that when God Valley was even mentioned, the conversation was shut down immediately. But when Rox was inquired about, Sengoku explained plenty about what he knew of Rox D. Zebek. If the world government was hiding Rox on the same level as God Valley, why would Sengoku, the previous fleet admiral, be so willing to divulge the man who was erased? The answer is because he was not erased. He simply got lost in history. Why? Because no one actually wants to tell his tale. This is what Sengoku said, but let's go back to Kaido's dialogue in Onigashima. He said Whitebeard and Roger were the ones who died correctly because people tell...
What up, Leslie? Leslie's just popping in. I'm late, but hello, Leslie.
Their tales, but he does not mention Rox. He even tells Luffy and Odin that when they die, their tales will be told, unlike Rox, and that goes back to what Sengoku...
Wait. What does that panel say? Hold on. I apologize. They will speak of you for years to come, saying that you died a spectacular death. Yeah, my assurance after you die, someone will tell of your great battle. Okay, yeah.
And tells Luffy and Odin that when they die, their tales will be told, unlike Rox, and that goes back to what Sengoku says here. None of the pirates, even on Rox's side, wanted to tell his tale. We don't know why, but at the minimum, it's something that Whitebeard, Kaido, Big...
Okay, because we're left to assume then that he was just so... I guess that's a good point, right? Because, it could be that something so crazy happened that they don't want to talk about that, but even that is kind of odd, right? Like, that he was such a evil or bad person. I don't know. That's interesting, though. That's interesting.
Mom, and any Rox pirate, including Bakans, does not tell tales of. Something...
They got along terribly. Like, they just hate him so much, but... That's interesting because, like, why would you... he could have just been a super evil guy, bad person, but you would think if that was their captain, I don't know, that they would have some sort of respect for him. Maybe they just respected his power and they didn't respect, like, who he was. But that's even that is odd. No one wants to tell the tale. Interesting.
Like this leads me to extrapolate that it's something embarrassing, a story that no one wants to be a part of. Think about it. Kaido, the 1v1 god, Whitebeard, the strongest man, Big Mom, Shiki, and the rest all underneath Rox ended up losing to what? A rookie upstart, Roger, and Garp? That's pretty embarrassing. Let's look at the reaction at Rox's own island.
Whoa, dude, I don't know. I don't know if that's embarrassing because they throw down. They throw down.
In Kaido's flashback. What kind of joke is this? With all the monsters they've got, apparently it was a sailor named Garp who did it. Like, Garp wasn't even a known person at the time, and yet all of these monsters lost. That is embarrassing. Imagine having the dream team and losing because of no teamwork, supposedly. Regardless of the context, we can gather that the story is embarrassing for the Rox pirates, but there's two sides to every story. Though we don't have Roger's account of the story, which probably would have been the most accurate, let's go back to chapter 957 real quick, or rather what Sengoku knows of the event from Garp, because he wasn't actually there himself, which we will talk about later. But let's just go quickly to Garp's part of this chapter, and then we'll go back to Rox. But here is what Sengoku says. The Rox pirates, the strongest crew in the world, were wiped out at an island called God Valley, according to the news reports. Now, we don't know if this was Big News Morgan's, but we do know from his Viva card that he is older than Perospero, who is 50, and old enough to call him Perospero-kun, which could imply that God Valley was covered by Big News Morgan's.
That's interesting, because we know how Morgan's loves to spin shit. That's a good point.
Just got caught twisting the headlines for the sake of entertainment. So this was the news reported, and we know these headlines don't exactly tell us the truth. But then it goes on to say, a rampaging force of evil that none had been able to stop had been taken down by a Marine Vice Admiral by the name of Garp. His name was heard across the world, and he was soon called a hero of the Marines. Then the Marines reacted. So that's how the name started? So the news reports of God Valley is what created the name Hero of the Marines. But again, we aren't even sure of the context because we know how twisted the news reports can be. But anyways, Sengoku goes on to say Garp never wants to talk about God Valley. The first reason, which was never reported, was because Garp had to work with pirates who was Roger. Right. Which is crazy because that means that the news was so skewed that it reported that Garp soloed the Rox pirates and Roger wasn't even mentioned there. And the second reason, which might have been reported, was that he was protecting Celestial Dragons from the Rox pirates. And we get back to where we were before, in that in all of the surprise, the Marines being briefed say Celestial...
I'm hooked, dude. I'm hooked. It's a 34... Actually, I like this. 34 minute video. I'm hooked. I will finish this. I need to finish this because I do like this theory a lot. And it's something that I just think would be funny to see paralleled again, right? Because we see so many things paralleled from this older generation and in the newer generation. So I think it would also like it would give Buggy like his connection to the past as well, right? And I mean, even though he was there, he was a part of Roger's crew and everything. I mean, interesting. I have some more thoughts that I want to share. I do love this and I do want to watch it, but if you want to watch the full thing, check out Par. Par's a goated creator. We love Par. We fuck around a lot. We give each other a hard time. Sometimes he comes into our chats and he starts saying wild shit. He starts talking about snail lissy. I don't even know how to say a snail lissy. And that was his words, bro. He said it unprompted. Okay, we were in here. We were about to watch an interview. He said, "What's up, guys? You guys talking about snail lissy?" So he can be kind of crazy like that sometimes. But at his core, he is he's the man with the vision, and he's a great creator, and he makes great theories. And check it out if you haven't checked it out. I mean, I think most people here know what's up with Par, know what's up with the vision, but just in case. And Par, I'm gonna watch it on my downtime. You have my word. You have my word. He said also here the major point that proves this entire video's logic is where the Figarlands is where's Figarlands mentioned the news and Sengoku Live. That's why I like that you point back to Morgan's it being possible that Morgan's was the one that wrote about this incident. I mean, history. I mean, we know how he does it. Like we know what he did to Luffy on Egghead, and we've seen him do it many times before. So this is like I think pretty solid evidence for there being something a little fishy about that whole incident. Oh, Alvis, how fucking dare you, dude? How fucking dare you?
That's a more?
Alvis just said right now, first Shaka cosplayer in the world, Parvision. Technically, you're right. Technically, you're right. But as we just learned from this video, history isn't always won by, or history doesn't always remember the first. Sometimes they remember the best. I'm just kidding. I mean, Par's fucking cosplay was lit, and I'm mad about it. I'm mad about it. But yeah. Let me see. What else we got? Also, I do want to say I just saw A Beautiful Lie clipping Josh receiving the vision. Oh, I got to see this back, dude. A Beautiful Lie just shared this in the Discord. And again, if you're not a part of the Discord, you can go to the community live section. There's a link in the description to our Discord. Go to the community live tab, post anything. That's what we react to on these streams. But A Beautiful Lie posted a clip, and it reminded me that we do have a channel in our Discord too, because we're trying to step our shorts game up. So we have a spot where you can clip stuff and like put it there, and we'll hopefully try to get around to turning it into a short. But I gotta see this, dude. I didn't get to see what I looked like while I was doing it. I feel like I'm gonna regret this, dude. I'm not gonna like it. Let me see. Sorry. Had to reframe it. I had to reframe it all up. Did it look
the
bad?
More interpretation
Oh, this shit is lit, dude. I love it. It looks exactly how I imagined.
as we gather, the easier it becomes to gain a sense of the whole. Today we are going to do a deep dissection of rocks and God Valley, specifically chapter 957 and what was—
Bro, I look scary, dude. What the fuck is wrong with me? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, it's cursed. It's cursed. It was pretty cursed. And see, I don't like this slander either, dude. Bend over. Daft Punk did it decades ago, Joshu. I know, and it's not Joshu, okay? It's pronounced, the character from JoJolian is pronounced Josh. Oh, no. It's pronounced Joshu, and people are saying Joshu. You know what I meant, and you know what you meant. All right, let me make sure we're caught up on everything and just do some more housekeeping stuff at the end, and we could probably wrap it up. We've been going for almost 3 hours. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Thank you guys for hanging out and kicking it. This has been so fun to kind of go through and look at everything. So I'm going to say it one more time. Oh, the new Exorcist movie. You know what? Let's open it up real quick before we get to the closing stuff. The new Exorcist movie. Let's open it up to more general conversation about, other stuff going on, because I'm a big fan of cinema, movies, and The Exorcist is cinema, dude. I think the movie looks cool. The original Exorcist scared the hell out of me. I grew up in a Christian household, and I remember the first time I ever experienced sleep paralysis. I went downstairs. I was a scared young boy. And I was just trying to look for some sort of comfort because I had experienced sleep paralysis. And I went down to my dad's room and I said, Dad, you know, I woke up in the middle of the night. I couldn't move. It was so scary. I was looking for comfort. My dad looked at me in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, and said, that was a demon. That was a demon, son. You were possessed by a demon. What are you doing in your life? What are you doing in your life to be attracting that kind of demonic energy? And honestly, that's just scared me even more, dude. I was like, what the hell? I mean, I couldn't go back to sleep. But my point in bringing all that up is that, like, I don't know, anything like that, like demonic possession, and specifically The Exorcist. I don't know why, but that, like, is probably one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. I had such a hard time, like, watching that. I was so terrified of that specifically. Like Chucky, Freddy, Jason, all the whatever. Like, but the Poltergeist and Exorcist, hell no, dude. Hell no. Especially as a kid. Isaiah said, yeah, man, my mom and aunties watched it when we were little in the 70s. See, why would you put that on with children in the room? And that's another thing. My stepmom, there's something about that made me remember. There was a story where my stepmom took my brother, my half brother, to go see Chucky when he was a kid because she thought it was Chucky from the Rugrats. She thought it was a live action Chucky from the Rugrats movie and didn't realize. And they sat through half the movie before she realized it wasn't what she thought. But it was too late. He was scarred, and he was scared ever since. But yeah, it still freaks me out to this day. Still freaks me out. And someone said, Blue Pikmin, have I seen Eraserhead by David Lynch? I haven't. I think the only David Lynch movie I saw was, what's the one about the street? Shoot. It's a street in LA, in Hollywood. Fuck, what's it called? Anyway, can't remember. Someone will hopefully remind me. But I think that's the only David Lynch movie I've seen. And I've been told that all of his movies are kind of like that. And they're good. They're great. But I mean, at the time I watched it, I don't think I had the mental capacity to really understand what I was watching. Mulholland Drive, that's what it was. Mulholland Drive. That's David Lynch, right? But yeah, I watched Mulholland Drive. And like I said, I thought it was good. But I think, like, going back and, like, because I do like to watch a lot of movies. I like to watch a lot of videos, like, about things like, Twin Peaks. That's another thing I haven't seen. That's another thing, and that's gonna rile people up, dude, because I haven't seen it. But I do like to watch sort of like analysis videos or like try to like better understand certain things. And I think I was just at an age and at a time where I didn't really understand what I was watching. I couldn't really appreciate it, but I did remember, liking it for the most part. But yeah, I gotta watch Twin Peaks. Gotta watch it. Mandatory. Someone said, Eddie is saying, when strike over. Hopefully soon. Last I heard, they hit him with another offer, another deal, I think. But yeah, hopefully soon. Yeah, I want to see. I think right now I'm most interested in seeing the new A24. I think, what's it called? Talk to Me, something like that. I'm really, really, really interested in seeing that. Me and Mehgan went to go see the TMNT movie, which was cool. It was a good time. But I mean, I don't think that's something that you need to go to theaters to see. I mean, I think we were just in a mood where we were just, after we had recorded, we were just wanting something a little more lighthearted, and we went to go see TMNT. But I want to see the new A24 Talk to Me movie. They kill it, dude. Every A24 movie. Well, maybe not everyone, but most of them are great. And I'm probably not going to watch the Blue Beetle because, I don't know. It just looks like the same shit over and over and over again. Now, what I would watch, and I saw Paladin talking about this in the Discord somewhere, what I would watch is a Booster Gold. movie / TV series. That's what I would watch, no matter what, because Booster Gold is goated. He's the best DC and my favorite DC superhero of all time. Fuck Superman, fuck Batman, fuck the Flash. It's all about Booster Gold. Did you see Barbie and Oppenheimer? You know what? Have not seen Oppenheimer, but did see Barbie. Barbie was fantastic. A really, really, really good movie. For so many reasons. I mean, the comedy was, it was hysterical, bro. Like, we could not stop laughing in the theater. It was a lot of things. But funny and hilarious was definitely one of them, and it was fantastic, dude. A great, great movie. Oppenheimer I haven't seen, but I did get spoiled on a particular scene that honestly made me want to watch Oppenheimer even more, dude. So spoiler alert if you don't, like, if you haven't seen Oppenheimer. And I'll try to be vague. But apparently there's a scene that happens in a deposition room, and I did get that scene spoiled for me, but I'm glad I got it spoiled for me because it made me want to watch the movie even more. And if you've seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, then, maybe I should kind of walk you through what I believe the scene to be about, because it might sell some tickets. Maybe if they would have led with that, it would have sold some more tickets. But I know that either way, Oppenheimer and Barbie have been crushing the box office. Like, they've been setting new records. Barbie, I think, passed like 1 billion in worldwide ticket sales, which is crazy because, a lot of people have been looking at the theater going experience, or like the market and the general interest in seeing movies in theaters. It's been dwindling, obviously, and it's been hard for them to kind of surpass previous years since the pandemic. But Barbie and Oppenheimer crushed pre-pandemic records, which is incredible. There's a lot of scenes in the deposition room, LOL. Thomas, you know what scene I'm talking about. Apparently, can I say it? I'll talk slow to let the chat trickle in to stop me. But apparently, okay, there's a scene where Oppenheimer is in a deposition room and his wife is there, okay? And his wife, and this the whole movie has been this really straight, sort of biopic, drama, history. And there's a scene where his wife is thinking that he cheated on him. Oppenheimer cheated on her with another girl. And so she's imagining him fucking this girl in the deposition room, okay? But since it's in her head, he's still doing regular shit. He's still depositioning. He's still talking to everybody like nothing's happening because it's just a figment of his wife's imagination. But she's going to town on Oppenheimer, and apparently you see balls. Apparently there's balls, and you see Oppenheimer's atomic balls, if you know what I mean. And that is how the person that told me I should see Oppenheimer, that's how they sold it to me. And I was already intrigued, but now they just sold another ticket. All jokes aside, I really do want to go see it. I think it's just been time for sure. But that shit had me dead. That it would just take place in the middle of everything else that surrounds it. I gotta see it. That was the true bomb of the movie, A Beautiful Lie. All right. I'm trying to think if anything else is coming out, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, remember that we're going to the event tomorrow, so we're going to do our absolute best to stream. We'd like to be able to stream and show you guys what they have there. They're talking photo ops. They're talking all this stuff. Games. Talking games. What kind of games are going to have? What kind of prizes can you win? Hopefully we get to stream it. Hopefully it goes well. So tune in tomorrow to see that. Especially if you can't make the event yourself. It'd be kind of cool to see. Then, and we're going to try to get some we're gonna try to have some conversations with some people after to see what their kind of thoughts on the first episode are, and then we're gonna record our video the next day. Hopefully that'll be up Saturday. So Saturday, what is today? Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Saturday, in 3 days, our review of the first episode will be up. Because I can't imagine that they would like make us sign any NDA or anything like that. They just wouldn't be able to. I don't think they'd be able to control that with that many people. What time? So the live will be. It says on the ticket. It says the event. It like doors open like 6 to 8 or something. 6 p.m. PST to 8 p.m. PST. But I don't know if that's like when because it's on the pier, Santa Monica Pier or something like that. So I don't know if that's when the event like begins, or you're allowed to go like see and play the games and see the stuff that they have there. But either way, me and Mehgan are going to get there earlier. We're going to get there maybe around even 4 to just kind of be safe. So we'll be there at 4 and we'll go live. We can't obviously film in there. So then the video will go up after that. And it's like, I think the screening might start from 6 to 8. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. It's going to be a lot of playing it by ear tomorrow. And then what else? And then the video will be Saturday morning, early in the morning. But I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to update, you guys on, remind you guys of. Yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I really do. I hate that feeling. But anyway, we talked about a lot today. We covered a lot of ground. For talking about snails, we covered a lot of ground. We talked about the lips of the snail. Okay, I know people like to twist my words. We talked about lips. We talked about snails. We talked about sneakers. We talked about a lot. We covered a variety of topics. This has been a really fun community live. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for choosing to spend time with little old me, with us over here on these community lives. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, of course. But if you are, like the stream. It helps out a lot, and we do appreciate it. And stay tuned tomorrow. So excited for tomorrow. You both will kill it with your cosplays, a collab. Oh, yeah, the collab, too. I mean, we'll see. We do have, so I'll say this. Our goal is to try to reach out to some other creators, One Piece creators, about talking about the live action. And I think that most of them will be able to. We haven't really fully figured it out yet, but we know that there's some creators who, because of the strikes and because of their affiliation with the guilds, aren't talking about the live action. So I know that there are other creators that we could potentially reach out to. We're just trying to figure that all out. But the DP, possibly, for the first 2 episodes, we could talk to. Other collabs we're trying to work on. But yeah, all exciting stuff. And Nat, thank you. Thank you, Nat. Thank you, Nat, for giving me the perfect segue. Again, guys, look, I'm not just saying this, okay? I'm not just saying it. I am so incredibly proud of these new designs, okay? I love them. I've ordered a shirt myself. Not only do we have the new Go Beyond stuff, I think, our merch game, I really do feel like I've learned a lot, and we've stepped our game up. I saw someone the other day ordered a custom embroidered V1 shirt right here. I ordered one too. It hasn't come yet. Every story starts with volume 1. Let's go. Theo Jimbe, of course. All the colors too. You want it in black? You want it in natural? You want it in sand? Got you. Our new Dunkai shirt, and of course the shirt I'm rocking today, which is our new Done Piece shirt. So, I mean, if you're looking for another way to support, I mean, look at these. They look so sick. I'm very proud of what we were able to put together. If you're looking for another way to support and help the channel, then consider picking some up for yourself. It would really mean a lot to us both. I saw Par's name. What's he up to? Yeah, I'm trying to get unionized. LOL. Josh, we can be in the union. It's insane. I'll DM you about it. Oh, shit. Yeah, DM me about that, for real. How do I commission you to help me with my merch? Honestly, Par, genuinely, hit me up. Because I was thinking, it's hard, right? Because I'm a person who, like, wants to do so many things, but time's a bitch. Time's a fucking bitch. But I have been wanting to for a long time. I thought it'd be such a cool idea. And I think it would even be cool to make it into like a video of some kind. But I thought it'd be cool to reach out to other creators and offer, right, to like make a design for them, right? And I was thinking of you. I was thinking of like Jay. I was thinking of like, everybody in the One Piece community, pretty much, that we've spoken with, right? But in all seriousness, like, I'd be down. I'd be so down. I'd be so down. For my boy Par, tell me what you want, what you really, really want, and I'll do it. I'll do it. Hit me up in the DMs for real. Slide in them. Slide in. All right. Well, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like I said, I know it's been a little bit different because Megan's been putting her cosplay together. I've seen her, walking around. She's trying to cut that wig. She's got her Nojiko wig. She's trying to like make it look right. But we'll be back next week. Tomorrow's a stream. You already know. The only thing left to do now, and this is the hard part. When Megan's not here, the hardest part is coming up with these outros. So I'm leaning on you. I'm leaning on the chat. Please help me. Our outro that's always the same and never changes, which today it's gotta be something about lips. Juicy snail lips. It's gotta be something about Den Gushy. That's wild, bro. That's wild. I do like it though. I do like it. And let's be real. Let's be real. It is what it is. Right? Den Smoochie is also good. A little more PG. Peep Chitty Suit. I like that. Because we're not trying to get freaking age restricted again. I can't believe you two did that to us. On our second Gear 5 episode, freaking age restricted us because we talked about Bazinga and we threw around the F-bomb a little too much. Grow up, YouTube. I'm gonna say Den Smoochie, even though I do like Den Gushy. It's just a lot, but I like it and I appreciate it. All right. So let me make sure I got everything queued up here. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening, for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And until next time, gimme some of that Den Smoochie. Yeah, man, I'm gonna smooch. I mean, they got smooching is a lot more PG, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a little kick. It's better than the other thing, but yeah.